It's fire time. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Descent into Avernus here on Dork Tales. We just finished chapter 1. We did it. Notice we're not characters.
Ooh.
We are people. Well, one of us is the Goblin King, but I'm getting ahead of myself here. Before we start talking about how great green fireballs are, let's introduce everyone, starting with myself. I'm Cal. I'm the dungeon man. The dungeon master for Dungeon Man. I'm Dungeon Man for...
It's one of my notes.
I'm Dungeon Man for Descend into Avernus. And I use he, him pronouns. And when I'm not throwing green fireballs, I'm taking my cat for walks outside. Yeah, that's what I do. But yeah, let's do a little round of intros. You'll notice that everyone has a 5 next to them. It's because they just hit that sweet level 5. That sweet new spells / attack twice. But the second attack's free. It doesn't use spell slots. Speaking of somebody that never runs out of spell slots, Kelly, hello.
Hello, how's it going? Praise Asmodeus. My dog is over there chewing an antler right now, and he is just locked on to Asmodeus right now. Like, it's wild. Like,
he knows evil when he sees it.
he's either worshiping or looking to eat him. Maybe both. Hi, everybody. I'm Kelly. I'm normally in that chair, but today I'm in this chair as a player. I use he and him, and so does Ozarian Raventide, who is not here today. I know you've never seen us in the same place, but I guarantee that we are not the same person. He is guest starring over on Legal Eagle, probably. Yep. They're doing an Infernal Contract
D&D
episode, I'm sure.
Version.
What, probably. Legal Aarakocra?
Oh,
Aarakocra? We'll workshop it.
The People's Aarakocra.
Yeah.
We'll workshop it.
Stop dropping
Robin.
the antler on the floor.
Robin, you never drop the the antler on the floor. Hello, who are you? Uh-oh.
I think that, I don't know, I tried to drop a Sharpie on the floor. It didn't make quite as an impressive sound as an antler. But yes, hello, I'm Robin. I use she, her pronouns. And I play Emberlynn, our Scourge, ASMR, Paladin, Oath of Vengeance, who also uses she, her pronouns. And yeah, there is an energy tonight that I'm quite a fan of. We are all just a little bit chaotic. Praise Asmodeus. And now I want to play an Aarakocra lawyer or judge or something to go against as Ozarian in like a one shot or something.
Play Jonathan.
Want to be an Eric courtesan? A
Baldurian state prosecutor. Because Ozarian's usually like a private like defendant, right? So be a state prosecutor. There you go.
Yeah.
There.
All right. And Allonté, hello and welcome to How to Avernus, Chapter 1.
How does that intro again?
Who you are and what you got some pronouns and you got
type?
A character. And then a cool fact about you.
Okay. Yeah, hi, I'm Allonté. I don't know who I am. I don't know.
That's a loaded question.
I know. I'm having an existential crisis right now. But I do play Altair Glassmon-Constel, a full astral elf Circle of the Stars druid. And I guess my fun fact is that one thing both me and my character love is jewelry making, and it's a fun meditative thing. So, the end.
A fun meditative thing.
Really
the end.
Is. It really
your life
is.
story.
Yeah.
All right. And Caitlan, hello.
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 Hello. I'm Caitlan. I use she, her pronouns. My life story. God, how long do we have?
20 seconds, go.
But maybe not long enough. So I play Julian, the Soul Knife rogue. I for a moment was like, what the hell is he? Soul Knife
changeling.
rogue, changeling. He's a changeling. He does what he wants. Charlatan of the group. And fun fact is that I'm taking a herbalism course right now.
Ooh,
It's a pretty fun fact.
leveling up your herbalism.
I
I'm
sure
doing
am.
that in Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Are you doing that
Nice.
for
You
the
mean like in
poison?
real life?
Same.
Do you mean in
What?
real life?
Yes,
Whoa, that's cool.
I do mean in real life. There's a community herbalist course that I'm taking right now.
Does that mean you're going to be a witch after this?
Yes.
Okay. No further questions.
Respect.
You level up your herbalism enough and you become a witch.
Yeah, no further questions, Your Honor.
At least that's what I've been told. That was what the reviews said on the website. So.
That's what the Yelp review said.
Right.
Yelp.
Didn't have
witch.
magic powers after course. 3 out of 5.
Interesting, anyways.
Amended.
Someone who never
Turned
gets a
into
3
a-
out of 5.
Turned into a nude after course.
Oh,
Well, that's
10
part of it.
Would recommend. Yeah, 100%.
That's
Would
part of
recommend. No longer have to pay your
Yep.
student
All
loans.
the old art of
A perfect
witches
5 out of
always
7.
shows them naked. Hey, I understood that reference. 5
I
out of 7.
mean-
Or 10 out of 10 with rice.
There
Perfect
you
score,
go.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect scores for Michael. Hello. Tell us a bit about yourself and who you usually play, and then an interesting fact. Doesn't even have to be about you.
Interesting. Hi everyone, it's me, Michael, and going with he, him pronouns, and usually I'm playing Nosh Felnar, our goblin barbarian path of the giant, and he's very small, and then he gets really big, and then he gets small again, and then he gets big and small. You know, it's pretty much everything except everything in the middle. And let's see, fun fact, actually. I was looking this up. I think the fun fact is Cal, because of in honor of my new crown as the Goblin King, I have to say you remind me of the Babe.
What babe?
The Babe with the power,
What power?
the power of voodoo.
Hoodoo.
You do.
Do what?
Remind me of the Babe. Okay, thank you everyone.
All right.
I'm here all week.
I see someone else is a fan of The Labyrinth starring David Bowie. I almost know the entirety of that of the entirety of that movie from front to end. So
Well, here comes the fun fact. When I did my character art, I actually clipped pictures of the goblins in the labyrinth and sent it to the artist. So, yeah, I quite literally
hell
the
yes.
goblins from the labyrinth are part of the inspiration for my character art. So I had to. Goblin
You
King.
had to, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? Despite Jareth being the Goblin King, did he ever wear a crown?
I have it. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. And that's all of us and our crew. What I was thinking, everyone, is what I'll do is I'll kind of like open with like the first encounter and then jump to the players of chapter 1 or the opening, and then jump to the players and see if anybody has any memory of it after I kind of sum it up. And then we can talk about our feelings of that. And then I'll be like, oh, okay. And then this chunk. And then, so instead of kind of like jumping around, we'll just kind of like go through the chapter.
Mm-hmm.
And then as we go through it, I'll also be all like, oh, like this was supposed to be in it, or you're supposed to be this level, and just add little notes so that the viewers as well as the players know the module. Did I just hear? I thought I just heard.
Sorry, my laundry just went off.
Oh, okay. It sounded like a Skrillex drop.
Well, I
Am-
mean,
am
Just
I-
yeah,
your door buzzer, old door
who does
buzzer,
your
the
laundry?
old door
I
buzzer.
get DJs from the 2010s to do my laundry.
2010s. Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah, I know you're still using
What
Moby.
about even before that, Cal? Like, would you do the character the way we did the character stat distribution stuff again?
You know what? Thank you. let us even go back to that. So everybody, peek behind the curtain. At the very beginning, I was like, I like fairness, as well as like a randomization, but it really sucks like when one player, usually me, is the player with like an attribute spread of like 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 12. And it's like, and then you like look at someone else's and it's like, why is the lowest of this person's 14? Got lucky this time. Damn. It sucks. And so I was like, well, what's a way for it to be random, but like also kind of equal? And this is what we had come up with. There's 6 of us, myself with all the players, and there's 6 attributes in Dungeons and Dragons. So we each rolled 4 dice, took the lowest one off, and put that into a pool. Just one, we made one whole set. And for some ungodly reason, I thought maybe we would get low. I've rolled higher on my first roll than I ever did. I think I got 14. And then everyone else rolled. And it was like, Robin actually got 18. Right? We're rolling 4 dice, so...
We did this live on another game. I forget what game we were doing, but we did this live on like another how-to chat session for another game.
It's true.
It was wild.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That would have been an idea, yeah. And I think the spread was something like 14, 14, 16, 17, 18, 15. And it was like, holy, okay. And so then I was like, okay, well, what's fun? And sometimes you want a stat to be low. And I think it was Michael that was like, I'm playing a little goblin dude. The lowest stat in here is like 14. Like, I was thinking he had like 8 charisma instead of like 14. And so I was like, here's what I think there's not enough of in Dungeons and Dragons. I don't think there's enough feats. Because for you to get that nice feat combo, it's like, okay, at level 4, I'm going to take this, and 8 this, and then 12, and it will be perfect. And then you play 2 sessions at level 12, if you even reach it. And then you're like, yeah, I used the combo once that I've been dreaming of for like the last year. So I was like, okay, if you take away, what was it, 8 from your attributes?
Like
anywhere, everyone gets to start with a feat.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, oh, sweet. So everybody, I think Michael took it from 1. I think he just took it from like charisma or something like that. And dumped that.
Same.
I sunk my charisma and intelligence, so.
Yeah, I sunk my wisdom, which is hilarious because then I use it for like, I took the observant feat to help boost up my my wisdom a little bit. It was funny.
Yeah. What did everyone think of that? I like the shared attribute thing, because then we still have the same array, but everything still ends up different.
I thought it was pretty good.
Kelly.
I was gonna say I really like merits and flaws. Like I like taking negatives on my character to get something more, especially if it's not like something that's cheesed. I really like the idea of taking something negative that gives you something positive in return on your character that adds more to your character's backstory and stuff. I think that can be a lot of fun, and that's kind of what it was. Taking the negative to like these traits allowed us to become better at what we're good at. I like that. It's flexible.
Yeah, and Allonté, you were saying?
That I completely agree. I love that we got to choose 2 feats. Like, my safety feat is always going to be lucky, just because. So, when you really want to do that one thing, you can kind of do that one thing. But it let me spread out into whatever the sorcery one, so I could just be like, oh man, Sunday, instead of summoning a giant fireball, I'm going to summon a ball of acid, and it's going to be epic. So I really appreciated that. I have to say, like, though, the distribution thing was a harder sell for me. just like rolling for HP is like, nah, I'm not gonna risk getting terrible stats. I'm not gonna risk getting terrible HP. Nah.
I've been the
So-
barbarian that rolls 1.
Ugh.
You like hit level 2 or like 3, and you like roll a 1, and you're like, might as well make a new character.
Well, that's
Oh.
yeah. After the experience of chapter 1, had we not rolled as hard as we did, I don't know if many of us would be here.
And that's part of the balancing. So everyone, I use Tasha's character creation rules, where you get what is it, +2 in any 1, or +1/+1 in any 2 attributes, and a feat. No like variant human or like whatever. You choose where the attributes go. You get your like little racial like abilities still. But you just like, if you're a good charismatic goblin, there you go. If you want like the extra strength, or you want to round up that like 15 to 17. Oh, those odd numbers. Ooh. Oh, but then you take like a half feat, then you round it off. I think Robin did at level 4. Yeah. What did everyone else think about the it was new? Was it new for some?
Yeah, for
Some of you?
sure.
I just kind of
I'm used to just. Oh wait, sorry. Are we still talking about the rolling, or are we talking about now the
Yeah.
attributes? Okay. Yeah, I really liked that it was, more random because we were rolling for it, but we did kind of start with the possibility of all being on an equal footing in different ways. So exactly. So like, if you roll really shitty rolls and someone rolls really great rolls, you're like, well, and I mean, I guess it does make sense that perhaps someone is just generally overall, better than someone else at things. It happens.
But it's also a game
But
with
also
math.
everyone's good at something. Yeah, there is that too. So
Mhm.
it was, I really liked the way that we did it. And yeah, we all rolled actually really well, which was really surprising. So having a little bit of an extra incentive to be like, well, if you knock this down, I'll give you a feat. I think that was really great. Instead of just being like, nah, let's just take some of it away. I'd be like, okay, I get
I'm just
it.
gonna
But
take 10
also,
away. Take it.
I mean, I get it. We rolled really well, but also, yeah. So that trade-off for the feat was really nice. And I know you were looking forward being like, shit's rough, buddy. And I'm like, I believe you. I trust you. Let's do what you say. But also it's like a game. I know you're not just gonna like, well, maybe you'll TPK us in the first session and then we get to Avernus,
Yeah,
But
that
I
would've
like
been
I
nice.
trust your
you guys-
storytelling. I don't think
found
you're gonna
a-
be like, oh
found a
well,
shortcut.
shit's over. Right.
Speed run.
Right. So like
Speed run descent into Avernus. So by the way, you guys are level 5 now. No, you guys
Yes.
wake up as, oh god, goopy demons. Lemurs? Lemurs?
yeah.
Lemures.
Lemure.
ugh.
Lemure. Ooh, very Lemure.
Mario Lemieux.
Very cutesy.
Ooh. Very
You
cute
guys
for
come out as
Lemures.
Lemures, and you have
No,
to,
that's a
you have to
demure.
grind.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Very mindful, very
right,
Lemure.
right.
Very Lemure. No, that would have been interesting. But I'll get to what would happen if you had died when we
Yeah.
get to a certain event a little bit later. Did anyone else have
Ooh.
anything to bring up before I go past the
General agreement
as-
of concessions.
As somebody who's been in a lot of games, I think the biggest value of how we did all the roles and stuff was everyone had a very clear character concept. So it made it really easy for everybody to kind of tailor all of those scores to what works towards their character concept best. And I actually really appreciated how it's like, here, you all get the exact same scores. Now go figure out what you're good at. And we all like did the assignment.
Yeah, and so for in case it wasn't clear before, so we all rolled for one attribute, but then we used that same row, right? So like I did one of the 14s, Michael did one of the 14s, and then everyone else rolled higher than that. But they took away 8 from their attributes and started with an extra feat. So you're like, oh, Cal, your players are OP because they started with 2 feats. So, feats lose their effective power the higher your character level is. Where they are most effective are the earlier levels. Wild that you just get one every 4 levels instead of getting like one at level 1, one at level 3, 5, and then maybe it tapers. Then like 8, then 12 or like whatever. Because like your sneak attack is going to be doing so much more damage at level 12 than like I roll a d4 because I hit them with the butt of my halberd. But at level 1, that extra little bash, it's very appreciative. It might be the difference between life or death. What's that?
I have an extra little gripe about that. Is like I don't like that the rules say like it's like level 4, 8, 12 of the class. Like I feel like it should
Agreed.
be character level. As a serial multi-classer,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I really wanted to dip out now, but like I really want this feat because it's cool.
Oh, you wouldn't want to be overpowered
Oh.
with too many feats before you reach level 12. Like it should be agreed. Yeah.
You
It
know,
should be
maybe that's why I'm
character level.
shitty at choosing feats, because I usually go for bringing up my main stat to 20 as soon as possible. So I'll go for the ability scores over the feat, and then
It's
I'm
not-
choosing my feat at like level 8, and I'm like, is this or level 12,
Okay,
and I'm like, is this gonna help me for another like D4?
Or a whole +1 for the rest of the game towards always doing this, like always attacking or always casting. An extra
Exactly.
+1 is a big deal because you're going to be doing it all the time. So here's where I'm
also,
at.
Ability checks too, right? Like
Oh, and
all of my,
it affects everything.
dexterity, everything is going to be +1.
So going into this, I didn't want anyone at any time they choose a feat to be like, I'm going to take like an attribute increase. It's so sad and boring.
Yeah.
And have you ever played games where you're like, oh, my highest skill is like 15, but like, someone else has like 2 18s. So they get a cool new ability when they get a feat. One at 4 and then another one at 8. And you're like, oh, if I use level 4 and level 8 as an attribute bonus, then I could get my like intelligence and I'm a wizard to 18.
Finally.
Now the gap between the weakestly rolled for attributes player versus the strongest grows because they have feats and you're just playing catch up with attributes.
This is so.
I don't like that. I don't think that there should be like I like thinking of like D&D where like Gimli's like 43, 44. Right, and like Legolas never runs out of arrows, and like everybody's like having a good time, and it's just like, oh, I leveled up, I can walk on water and snow now. What can you do? I increased my constitution. It's not as exciting. So hopefully we have like a platform.
I went to the gym
a
and got some
character base.
gains.
So then
I'm
you
more
guys-
resistant when people sneeze on me.
So this sounds like then that you guys roll stats more often than not, because until this game, I never ever did.
Well, we always
not a big-
roll stats, and for like Kelly's games, I've always rolled stats. It is nice.
So I don't know if this applies to 5th edition, but in past editions, the game is balanced for standard array, which I think is like 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, like 16, 17 or something like that, like a balanced like whatever. So it's like, okay, well, everybody has like a bunch of 16s and 18s and 17s or whatever. They're going to be OP. Again, those tend to make earlier levels stronger and later levels it matters less. Like later levels, it matters less when the caster is throwing fireballs, what their wisdom and con is. But like those early levels when they're like, mage hand, grab the keys, and they've got like 6 HP, that that
well, and
matters
let's be
more.
honest. Like the most played levels are levels 1 through 5.
Always.
Like I've played more level 1 games than I played of any other game. Like sometimes it's either level 1 or level 3 are the most played because that's when you start your game, right?
Yep.
So it makes sense that that's, you know, you want that buff early.
Yeah, and it feels cooler earlier levels, like the feats and like being cool like earlier, and whereas like later it's just like, oh, I can move 80 feet and attack 4 times and cast plane shift and what did Kalara do in Dragonlance? She like touched a dragon. Banish?
Banishment. Banishment's a level 4 spell. It's one
Banishment?
of my favorites.
And if you concentrate on it, and your concentration's not broken, it just doesn't come back,
Yeah.
right?
No, she did
That-
a high level like holy smite one for the fight you're talking about. Whatever
I
that
think it
was.
might have been banishing smite.
There was like
but-
there was a different.
Dragonlance people, you can go and check it out. I'm there, and Kelly's there, and Robin's there.
Also, story-wise, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're like, so it makes sense if your character's really young and they're just starting out on this path, but if you're like, I've been using the bow since forever, but I'm really shitty at it. 'Cause level 1 just feels really,
What do your elven eyes
noodle.
see? I don't see
right,
shit.
shit all. Yeah, exactly.
especially-
right?
that's one of the fun
50-year-old
balances.
great, but also I'm shitty at everything. What?
Well, you're like a 300-year-old
I just
elf
haven't
as a
really
starting
tried.
character, and it's like, what did you? There's this great
Right?
chart that I found online. I think it was like a D&D speak, but it's a D100 chart of 100 useless skills that an elf did, like mastered in their downtime. Because what else are you
Oh,
gonna
so
do?
free
Right?
run?
Yeah, it's basically
Yeah,
free run. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
literally what my Vecna character is based off of. And as Brandon pointed out in the chat, it is Dispel Evil, is what Kalara did, which was more epic than Banishment. It is,
Oh, really?
That was a cool moment. Yeah, because it was on the Undead Dragon. So
It
Kalara
was
was
just
like, boop,
dispel evil.
the Snoop. It's a 5th level spell, so it's not like protection. From
Oh, it's not protection from
So-
good and evil.
no.
right,
It's
right.
Dispel Evil and Good. Where
So I
it's,
found a chart for this. If anybody wants to roll a D100, I'll tell you what you learned in the last 100 years.
Tell me what I've learned in the
23.
last 100. Here it
23. Well,
goes.
Allonté, I want you to know, my friend, that you spent your time studying the life of Carl. You followed the life of a human child from birth. Carl had a relatively mundane childhood, but actually left to be an adventurer in his early 20s. For those few months were greatly interesting until he was eaten by something with a lot of tentacles in a swamp. Thankfully, the creature was incredibly resilient and slow, so you had ample time to take notes on Carl's death and even make a few sketches of him disappearing into the muck.
Fucking elves, man.
Fucking elves. All right, who's next?
Carl.
My
7.
favorite pastime.
7?
Yeah, 7.
You
I got the
studied
answer.
one more,
7.
and then we're gonna jump
Byzantine
into the
rules of a
module.
sorry, the Byzantine rules of a complicated role-playing game you had loved as a child, but haven't actually played in years.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. It's like me reading about GURPS, knowing I'll never play it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ouch. Rip Carl. So that's all the pre-module, and to jump into the module. Now, the first chunk is the intro. The intro has a little something that on the surface I really like. It's a way of getting the characters to have a backstory. Excuse me. A backstory together, and it draws them into the drama and the conspiracy that they have to like uncover for chapter 1. It's called The Dark Secret. So here's the thing about The Dark Secret. You could look through the charts and choose, I'll just go to it actually. Okay. Is it like a heist that went wrong? Is it a murder most foul? Is it like this? And you can roll, or was it let's see what we got. Oh, a coup, a failed coup. And you roll on which NPC knows. right? And so the players at this point, they're like, who's Thirstwell? Who's Amric? Fallister Fisk. Interesting note, didn't even put him in this game. Nine Fingers. You didn't go to the Thieves Guild. So you,
Isn't Nine
right?
Fingers in is Nine Fingers in Descent in, or pardon me, in Baldur's Gate 3?
she is, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nine Fingers is like a the guild leader, regardless of who it is. They're
Regardless of
referred
how
to
many
as nine.
fingers?
If yeah, regardless of how many fingers too. But like, or like Captain Zodge, and it's like, it's a good idea on like surface because it's like, who knows the dark secret? And there's charts everywhere. Ooh, where were you in the chart? And we did a mock one, if I recall correctly. Like, let's just see where it would go.
Yeah, we did that in session
problem
0. I forget- what
is-
did we end up doing for that? Didn't we end up
I
like?
think it was a heist.
I think it was the heist.
Oh, it was a
Yeah.
heist, and it didn't make any sense for our characters.
And you did your character rolls, and we rolled d6,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like, you're a witness, you're innocent, you're the leader, you're also the leader, and you're the leader too. And I'm like,
Right.
maybe rolling
Ah.
d-
Yeah, that doesn't work as well.
doesn't work. So it's fun to like think of, but I'm a big Elder Scrolls fan, and in every single one of those games, you start as a prisoner. Now, I know the players have heard me talk about this. The very beginning of the game, regardless of your dark secret, has you go, oh no, like we're caught, we're doing this thing, we're being extorted to go and like do this thing that should be a good guy thing. And you need to go and look for Captain Zodge, who's like next on the contact list. Captain Zodge is a Flaming Fist officer, his actual they've all got very funny rank, the Flaming Fist. I don't have the list right in front of me, but where are you, Flaming Fister? But they go report to him, and when you find him, he's outside the gates. The
Having a
Basilisk
smoke break
gate.
or what? Like,
He's outside the gate, and the refugees from Elturel, the ones that weren't swallowed up into Avernus. Oh yeah, at the very beginning, I didn't say, hey, spoilers for chapter 1, but like, you're watching How To chapter 1. And then a cutscene happens to show you how badass he is. And the cutscene, you watch Captain Zodge and a few other Flaming Fists beat the shit out of refugees who just won into the city.
when was this written? Might have aged poorly over time.
Either 2000 or 2025.
I think it was 20.
Let's see, 2019.
2019.
Wow.
Really?
means it
That
was-
recent?
Well, that means it was
Wow.
written probably in like 2018 or 2017. So
Still not.
That's still a wolf.
That's-
That's still a wolf.
That's still a wolf, right?
Yikes.
And then he turns to you after maybe the players help him. And I'm like, who was this written by? Like, who wrote this? Oh yes, thank you for helping me. Anyways, here you. This is what I need you to do. We're so busy beating the shit out of like children and old ladies trying to get into the city that I need you to go deal with a murder cult. No, we're too busy beating the shit out of these children who just want safe drinking water. But we need you to go and deal with the murder cult. And if you don't, I know your dark secret, you pieces of shit.
Excuse me, sir.
So-
Is that not literally your job?
So I was like, how about no? How about the PCs start in jail because they were in that brawl? And regardless of your place in life, whether you're like, you steal from like the rich and give to yourself, or steal from anyone and give to yourself, or you're a rat catcher or whatever, you were involved and you physically intervened to stop these armored men from like giving concussions to people that want like, to be treated like humans. So we started in the prison instead. And I threw in some random NPCs that were in there. I think Cindy was in there. She was a pink kobold. And Scraw, who was like, oh, I just got caught up in the middle of this. I wasn't even involved, really.
Good guy, that's
when
Scraw. Good guy.
Good guy, that Scraw. And then Zodge comes to you with the, hey, listen up. We can't be throwing everybody in prison. We're overcrowded. There's a lot going on. If you agree to do this and sign this contract and help us deal with these like cultists, no jail time, no all the charges dropped and like forgiven, and you're honorary members of the Flaming Fist. So now that all of you know and the viewers know the difference between how the book wants you to start and the module wants you to start and how we actually started, agree? Or would you rather have
Oh man,
been
we could have beaten
thrown
refugees.
into the Basilisk Gate?
No, I'm,
So, I will say
pretty sure it's not honorary because I have 5 badges. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
It's honorable.
my
It's pretty
single
legit.
gripe and only gripe, and it has nothing to do with really with where
That's
we
it, get out.
started. Was just like the name of the thing should really just be Baldur's Gate, and then maybe some Avernus. Because I was
Baldur's
making
Gate.
decisions.
How dare you?
Well, me as the player, I was making decisions. It's like why I was pressing like, but my dad so hard because I assumed that in the dungeon we'd like fall into Avernus. Like, I just thought
Oh,
we'd
you'd
get
like
to
that,
Avernus
wouldn't you?
a lot quicker. So
How dare?
Yeah.
It's a Baldur's Gate story.
Like a Christmas
that's
story.
not what's in all the
Uh,
caps. That's not
It
what's
should
in all
be.
caps,
It
though.
should be Descent into Avernus, a Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Pay no attention to the woman on the front of the.
She got a shiny
If you
head.
don't love Zariel when she's like this, then you never loved her to begin with. I think she pulls it off. What does everyone else think of the push into just being in prison? It kind of forces the PCs to interact in a way
think
that's not just you running into each other at a tavern. What do you think?
Better.
I liked it. Yeah.
It's the better option is to Elder Scrolls us, just fade in from black.
Oh, so you're awake.
That
You're finally awake.
ow. And
I missed
it
my
let
chance
you
to say that.
throw in a bit of like each character's flair. Like I was the one to heal people who were like kind of knocked out. I think we had some like pickpocketing going on.
I argued with the guards on legalities.
Yeah, so it was a nice set dressing to introduce the character, like more about the characters. Yeah.
I indoctrinated them into the
Yeah.
church. I mean, offered them refuge.
I think it was good to put us in a situation that was mildly tense in the very beginning. Because, you can always
Yeah.
meet at a tavern, but you're having fun and you're not like, it's not like a threatening situation. You're just like, oh, this is what I like to drink and what I like to eat and how I like to flirt, and. But instead of like, now we're using our wits and whatever kind of schemes we would do, schemes
Right
we would
away,
do to get out
you're
of
allies,
this
not friends.
position.
Well,
Yeah.
Right away, you're in the shit together, whether you like it or not. And there's
Well, because
not
the enemy
that.
of my enemy of my enemy, right?
And there's not that. There's not that. Oh, we all know each other from childhood, which is like fine, and actually kind of like implies you're friends or whatever. But the whole like tavern thing, or oh, I'm replying to this from the Heroes Guild. Are you guys going on this adventure or whatever you
Oh,
try
I
to
got
work?
the same missive. Yeah.
Hooray! Looks like we'll be working together.
We're all stuck on the exact same highway, and we're all in cars around each other. We're not moving, so we're all talking to
Nope.
each other through the windows, and we're like, "Yeah, man, I know, I'm here too, but at least we got each other, right?"
I would. Okay, so as the newcomer to the group, like who's
Welcome.
not played with you guys, I think my advice for anyone who's does this for like a new group or newish group is,
Mhm.
even though I surprised Kelly, I did like the choice of like, wait, I need a connection right now to kind of like ground me in this, like, or like start putting the pieces together. So I'm envisioning like a little like chain of like this character knows this character somehow, and then but that character knows that character somehow. You know.
Oh, we
start...
kind of did that via flashback. We did something like that in the first session where it was like, oh, you know this character, or this you've interacted with them before. How?
Yeah.
And then, you know, like Zaj comes out, he's like, all right, well, blah, blah, blah. Here you go. Go look after it. Now, before we jump to the Elf Song Tavern, the book says, all right. So when a 10-day passes without any reports of attacks, by the followers of the Dead Three, Zaj blah 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 funds the characters, holds his end of the bargain, etc. But if not, Zaj with these powerful people come and find you and arrest you and beat you up and force you to go look into it.
None of that makes any sense. None of it makes any sense, and it's so stupid. Can we talk about that for a minute? How annoying that is?
This has bothered me for so long. I would love for you to agree, talk with me. So away,
hold my beer.
All of you to do something.
What? What do you want us to do?
Forces all of you to do something, and then if you don't do it, people more powerful than you come and bully you into doing it, and it's like,
and it's not even that
why
they're
don't
like
you guys go and.
Well, exactly. It's not like they're just like blackmailing you to do it. They're like literally beating you up to go do it. Like at that point, it's not that it's like they don't have the physicality, but they have the influence to get it done, right? It's that they literally could just do it better than you, which is one of the problems with D&D, is that it's so combat focused in many ways that sometimes when it's a written module, they don't think of anything else. You know? I don't know. It's so dumb.
And so that's why at the beginning I was like, doesn't matter where you kind of like align on the good, bad, or like whatever. In the very least, your characters care about Baldur's Gate. It could be that that's where they do heists. It could be that's their temple. It could be they've literally grown up there. Right? Or it's something, or they're just heroic. And it's like, well, obviously I'm going to fight off this like murder cult.
I'm not going to take a bar exam in another city. Screw that.
Oh yeah, because Baldur's Gate's schooling is invalid anywhere else.
Of course, you know.
You go to
Winterfell.
You go to
You go to Winterfell, and it's like
Winterfell.
Wow, you just jump
universe.
Well, obviously, like no, but like you go to Neverwinter, and it's like that. But Winterfell too.
Winterfell, and
Winterfell's
not valid.
pretty harsh.
Your
not
bar
valid.
card?
Absolutely
Useless.
not valid.
Yeah.
What are the
You're
rest
not
of you
laminated
think,
either, which is the hard part.
What do the rest of you think of the module's way of getting the?
Can I just say, too many cults.
Too many cults.
We are introduced to like 3 cults in this first chapter, or 4 cults, or something ridiculous like this.
How to run. So we're gonna
Descent
get to
into cults. A Baldur's Gate adventure
about
with
the dragon
some
cult.
Avernus.
Don't get me started. That pissed me off royally.
We'll get to
the
the
Ghostbusters.
You guys have 10,000 copper pennies.
Oh yeah.
And they're all taken away from you. What?
Right.
That
cool, bro.
that hurt.
So
that hurt.
Okay,
but like legitimately, like my face. Yeah.
So the group's first foray is to find information and go and talk to I was gonna say Zarina, Tarina. Tarina, oh, by the way, all the NPCs and everyone you meet, boring humans. Me no look. You have a game where there are lizard people walking around that are cobblers, and like dwarf magicians, and like Azamar like priests and stuff like that. Every NPC is a human. Anyways, it made Tarina a cool, smoking older goblin instead of a, by the way, very bland, just normal human lady.
That was you?
Well done.
I love that
Well done.
But
so
there are no
much.
goblins in Baldur's Gate. Come
Tarina
on.
is great.
It also
She's
normalized
just-
Nosh, right? So it made
She's
Nosh.
just a
Yeah.
person gambling who says, if you help me protect me from this guy, I'll tell you. And she has like two small paragraphs. She's this human lady who's like, congratulations, you saved me from pirate. Here's what I know. But then that character ended up, she's still with you. Or, well,
So
Yeah.
that
I mean,
feels
I
very
don't know, she might be.
strange because she feels like a bigger NPC than some of the NPCs that they say are very important, just in my opinion. Or like your little side quests that like
ooh,
I mean I don't
important
really know 'cause we kind
NPC.
of well okay, so we kind of like we really shit on a few of them, sure, fair enough. But like also I know that you were saying we've got like
betrayal.
lots of yeah, and 100% we were real shitty.
So
to
she's
them.
just supposed
But-
to be an NPC. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying like I know that you were saying there's multiple like side quests that they were thinking that we should be doing before, yada yada, that we just kind of like did differently or hand waved that we'll talk about. But I was just thinking I don't know. Maybe it's just because we latched onto her because we like our goblins. We like our
do.
goblins.
Yeah, we like our gobby gobs. Tarina is a
Yeah.
chaotic, evil human bandit with a conniving mind. She is regularly playing Baldur's Bones. See Taverns in Baldur's Gate sidebar, where she has a coterie of local dimwits. Her fellow gamblers don't realize she cheats. How?
How?
I didn't get chaotic evil vibes.
I guess they're dimwits. They say they're dimwits, so
So there's a song, as many all of us recall. It's weird. The book wants to convey that this ghost who sings in the Elf Song Tavern changes her song and sings a new song, and it hints, "Arise, the mighty Hell Riders, take up your swift, keen swords." Like, but it's so much, and the
Oh, I
players are so
forgot about
new.
that.
They're like, Hell Riders,
Like-
Elturel. These are all literally brand new
Yeah,
words to
fair
me.
enough.
Yeah.
Cool,
Yeah.
Ghost
Yeah.
of the Elf Song.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think that's needed.
It
Also,
felt like
shouldn't-
throwaway information, and if it had any weight in the entire story, it was the wrong time to give it to us. We're still
Yeah.
trying to like
Shouldn't-
figure out our
It's
footing. And
We
it's
were
like,
given
here,
information
let me give. I know you're level 1, but let me give you the password to the giant
Oh
end
no,
kingdom.
that is too long.
Let me just
Yeah.
read
It's
4
so
paragraphs of a graceful. Also, asking the DM to sing, and I don't know how it goes. Is it a jaunty like?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
there's
maybe
a
it's a-
soundtrack.
Maybe it's a rap. Maybe it's
Oh,
like, you know what it is?
Yo,
in-
sing a song of Elturel, water, woods, and hill.
Yeah, you,
You know
gotta
what?
do it like
Yes, it is
Hamilton.
now.
There you go.
Clip it.
Wrap this. And for fun, okay, if depending on how goofy your group is, have the ghost manifest. Don't just have it, whoa, I'm a ghost. And it's like
Listen.
everybody shuts the fuck up out of like respect.
Oh.
Do you?
Yeah.
You should have done it as a Mongolian throat chant.
Mm.
People would have paid attention.
But like, seriously
I
though,
was like, oh,
there should have
Go
been.
ahead, Kelly.
Rhea should have been in your party or around you at that point. Like she should have been there. At the very least, that's a good place to introduce her as an NPC because then you could see like some random woman getting emotional over this.
Or she's the one saying, "Everybody, shut up!"
Everybody,
Like, you
shut up!
know.
They're talking about my
the-
people.
She says, shut the heck up.
Yeah.
Show
And then
some
everybody
respect.
who might,
Yeah.
and then she's listening, and then the players can go,
Yeah.
hey, we don't know what Elturel or the Fields of
You look-
Green or the
You look really sad. What's going
the
on?
companion, because
You
like,
shove
do you-
that
did
goblin
you
out the
guys know
window.
Elturel has a son? It has its own little son.
No.
Roll
S-U-N.
roll RQ. Yeah, it has a star, but it's like closer, and it's like, but it hurts undead. It's anyways. Yeah, that you guys totally
Okay.
already knew that.
Did-
So there you go, everyone. Thank you, Kelly, and everyone else for chiming in. Have Rhea react to it, and then the players go, one person here
that's
reacted.
Well,
Something is up.
This is one of the things that like Pathfinder does so well. Now, this isn't me shilling for Pathfinder folks, but Pathfinder in their adventure modules, they put out player's guides, and they're these little 8 to 12 page long documents that tell you, hey, this language gets used. Hey, maybe consider these subclasses. Hey, maybe consider these like bullet points that your character might know. It doesn't spoil the plot, but if it was like, hey, what the hell is an Elturel?
But it helps you make a character for what the hell is an Elturel?
What's an Elturel? We're in Baldur's Gate. Why? I don't
Hey,
even know what Elturel is.
What is up with these Elturels? What's in the
Elturel?
Elturel?
I never even
is
met her.
Elturel.
Hey, you all notice how Elturel people walk like this, but then
And Baldur's Gate people walk
like
oh.
this. Oh,
Oh.
like,
So,
sorry.
you know
Random
what? Introduce
Simpsons
Rhea
insertion.
there. I love it. Or for me, it's Futurama. Oh,
Yeah,
you know all the
Futurama,
people
it's-
from- Oh.
The water people.
Oh. The
So-
water people.
So as an alternative to the time box, I wonder if that's a good place for the cult to like take something or somebody you love. So then, yeah, you, the player, are the impetus to be like, I need to go get this back or save this person. Yeah.
So, after this, as you go and try to look for Tarina, pirates come in. Oh, we're pirates. And one of them is a bandit captain with like 44 fucking HP and 3 attacks who can one-shot all of the level 1 PCs.
Oh yeah, he was kind of
Mhm,
scary.
that's
And he
right.
has
Kinda
Right.
scary.
yeah, that's,
8
yeah.
normal bandits with him.
That's why Ozarian's technique was to get out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
Smart
just
man.
leave. Smart.
Yeah.
His name's Deadeye, and he just wants to murder. He just loves murdering.
eyes does he have?
And he's got the uncivil serpent.
I think that's why
I think he's got
detected
2,
magic in too.
but
Like, this is weird.
maybe 1 or. Oh, and I think somewhere in there too, I inserted an imp that
Mhm.
was invisible to
Yes.
sow the seed that someone,
Is watching.
Thirstwell,
Well played.
has imps here or there, not doing anything, but coming, my little birds. Oh, I should have had him talk like Varys from Game of Thrones.
Oh yes.
My little birds tell me much. Because they actually disguise themselves as birds sometimes.
Oh, so good.
Make Thirstwell, still make him, he's got like 4 HP. I put him in the wheelchair and made him like sickly, by the way. But I'll get to that. Yeah,
that was very
have
good.
him be Varys, and he has, even though he's never left the family manor, he knows much of Baldur's Gate. And yeah, be Varys next time, and have them just hanging out being birds, but just weird. Like have a seagull just be like weird shit like that.
So
I
great.
love
That'd
Yes.
be great.
because you sent Emberlynn on her like imp hunt, like Nosh is to rats, Emberlynn is to imps. It's just
Mm.
great. So there was imps just like, and also being able to use like not danger sense, that's barbarian.
Kind of
detect
danger
the
sense.
the good and evil sense that
Yeah.
the paladins get. I just like being able to use that. It's like, oh yes, I can
Oh, if
actually
this,
I can actually use it for like a first
lot.
time. It's great.
yeah, for once, that is actually very useful in a module. So throw
Yep.
in more imps. They got like 8 HP anyway. Like throw in imps here or there, and make them just fodder, and make them have the players be like, "Why are their imps doing nothing?" Weird, right? So there's a pirate. You kicked his butt. I think his goons like gave up when you beat him. I think he like downed 2 of you, or like 1 of you, or maybe he
sure
didn't. And you
Emberlynn
guys,
I'm pretty sure Emberlynn went down.
I liked how he
Because
played
Emberlynn
Scraw. Like
went
one
in
of
the
you
middle.
reminded me Scraw has like a breath weapon, and I was like, oh yeah, and I like actually rolled really high, and I was like, oh, I guess he incinerates this guy. So he shows up. He's like, "Yar, I'm a pirate for no reason." If you look online, everyone will say,
I wish that's what he
Weird
actually
first
said. I'm a
chapter.
pirate for no reason.
"I'm a pirate for no reason. Tarina, I want to kill you."
All right.
And then you like get a bunch of stuff from him. I implied that Tarina used to be on the ship for the old. Like I tied in something there where she had a crush on the old captain, and she was fond of the ring that he has. By the way, he does have like a really fucking cool ring. But if you give
Yeah,
her
we
the
got it.
ring of like
We
her
did.
the old captain that she kind of had a would they won't they thing that she reminisces of, not only did you avenge the old captain, but like you get the deed and you have like the ship, right? Um, Also, when you're in the elf song, have the Alan have the owner of the elf song be friendly, but like he's a half elf, but like kind of like, hey, everyone in here is like armed. We're not a rowdy like chaotic evil. We're a chaotic good tavern. So drive that like this is for heroes, and we're not going to put up with pirates. Do have the pirates, I'd say, in this, but have all of the rest of the staff, like a barmaid, like pull a dagger, like from her like thigh or
No,
or
right out of the
something, right?
cleavage,
Like,
just
have
like a
everybody-
short sword, just ah! Or a mace.
like
That's a nice-
Excalibur front coming
you know,
from the
That so as a style of DMing, I like the Shadow of Colossus, where like everything's a boss fight. Like personally,
yeah.
if I'm running a game, if every fight is legendary, probably mythic, right? Like so I like that as setting up some danger. Like, yes, he can one-shot you, and if he does down a player, you now have the excuse. You set up the excuse. It's a heroic tavern. Everyone comes up being like, "Nah, dude, get out." I think that's really nice.
Have Alan go grab his like great. Oh, by the way, he has a great club and there's notches in it. That's
How great is
my
it?
flavor.
It's pretty great.
Oh, right. It was great.
He
Oh,
doesn't
really?
actually have anything like that. Also put mercs or use the sidekick rules to have like a riffraff or a Cindy or dwarf fighter number 13 because when we get to the spa, they might need some meat shields, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So Tarina's like, "Hey, go check out the spa. I've got a lady. Her name was an interesting name. It was like she has a contact that disappeared checking out info about the dead tree cultists.
Virtue? No.
Virtue signal.
Oh, I know what you're talking about because I kept asking what's her name. It's like
Vendetta.
Yeah.
Vendetta.
Vendetta.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go check it out. So you go to the spa. Right? There are imps there. Ooh, and I think I had one pretending to be a. Didn't you guys observe
Yeah.
a gargoyle and move it? And it was
my
bendy?
my tressum could see invisibility. That's how that came up.
And I think one of your things that you Michael's just gonna BRB. One of I think you're like good or evil, like Radar Wintoff.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, oh, this is gargoyle number 1, gargoyle number 2, and this one's bendy, and when we poke it, it goes, oh, that tickles. But I think you were just like, huh, weird, and you like tossed it in the trash or off or something like that. You're like, that's weird. It was just like an imp really committing to the part.
Imps are
And I was like,
notorious,
oh, geez, are they
notorious
gonna
about
attack
committing
it?
to the bit.
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Yeah.
To the death.
To the death. That's why we love them.
Yeah, to the death. It doesn't really matter, but that's another thing to give the players to be like, why would there be an imp over there and an imp over here? And it's because Thirstwell is monitoring his evil brothers. Or rather, one evil brother schemes and the other dullard brothers going naivety, right? You go into the spa. Now, I think his name was Ches. I had his name as, where's the spa? Here it is, the bathhouse, the massage room. There's a bunch of different Jabaz. That's actually his name.
Jabaz was
Now-
so good.
He was so good.
I did the voice for
iconic.
Jabaz from what is it, the Chaz or something
Yeah.
like that
Chaz,
from
yeah.
Disenchanted,
Yeah.
Disenchantment.
Yeah.
From Futurama. It's like the Matt Groening cartoon. And I had him like kind of help, and I think he like gave a potion or whatever, and I think he gave 10 HP, just something, because you actually ended up going along with like his massage and stuff like that. Have fun with the spa, but if you had gone at night, which is weird because underneath the spa is already so fucking dangerous. If you went at night, there are like 6 invisible guards, cultists, that attack you in the spa.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Who's
And
wasting
can
that
almost
much
kill the
energy?
party before you even get down there.
Yeah.
Who is wasting that much energy being invisible? Like that spell does not last that long.
I've mastered the art of staying completely still.
You're just in the corner eating chips. Like, fuck off.
Maybe it's 3 or 4, but the point, here's the thing. If the party's like, let's go at night, just let them in. No invisible guards, please. Just let them break in. Let the rogue go, ooh, I'm in. Or if they just want to kick down the
invisible
door.
guards? Exclamation mark.
No, invisible guards. Don't. There's no point. Skip that. And then, they'll go underneath the spa. Very weird place to hide this. So the building on the top is the spa, and the rest is underneath the spa.
It's just massive.
Yeah.
So, as far as I know, according to the subreddits and the Googles and the research into this is the biggest level 1 dungeon in any of the official like modules. So, by the way, before we get into that, you are level 2 if you're doing milestone level ups. You guys found Tarina, you went through the Elf Song, you're level 2. If you're doing murder XP, combat XP only, unless you do a bunch of filler, like literally go and hunt rats or like do whatever.
No,
you
man,
guys
we're
are
gonna
entering this at
grind
level
on
1.
refugees.
And you know what? Go out the basilisk, go beat them
might
up
like
and take their
that,
pennies.
grinding on them.
And take them.
And we're gonna grind on them. Well, I'm playing a bard now. I'm gonna grind
Either
on
way,
'em.
it gets you XP.
Yeah.
Get some XP, get some extra coins.
So,
Extra P, extra D.
what do you think of the spa and Jabaz?
I'm out.
I love that. I love that I got the scene with my fellow players. I'm blanking. I'm sorry, guys.
You were
mean,
with Robin in the.
I think it was Emberlynn
Yeah.
Thank you, Everlyn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Emberlynn. Sorry.
and Altair.
Yeah.
They were like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'll
in the
take a
spa.
massage.
Yeah.
And I
that
was
was
like, you know
great.
what? You opened up and you became vulnerable. And I can't remember what I gave you, but it was like some minor little, which they're going to fucking need. Some
Mhm.
minor little boon. Like it was like 2 temp HP or here's a
Oh, yeah, it
potion
was
or
Very
Yeah.
brief, like temp HP or something like that. Yeah.
so. There's a bookcase. Go ahead.
One of the nice flavors of that was the fact that I wanted Nosh to not get in any of the pools.
Oh my.
And everyone was like, oh, he doesn't like getting wet. But I mean, he spends time in sewers and stuff. He's wet all the time. But it's the soap that he didn't like because, well, my Path of the Giant is based on boil giants. No one wants to get soap into open wounds because it hurts. So it's kind of like, yeah, he doesn't want to get soap into anything. Water's fine. So I kind of did that as a sneaky kind of aside.
Nice.
I like the idea of his like foot going in and then the water just bubbling and like turning murkish and black and green. And then it comes out and like he's a different color of goblin. You're not green? So have some fun with the bathhouse instead of making invisible like reward them for being like, aha, we'll come at night. Just make nobody there. Especially because of what they're going into. So the Dungeon of the Dead 3. Level 1, or if you're generous, level 2. Or if your storyteller's smart, maybe I have some ideas. Completely switch out this dungeon with the dungeon under the Van Thamper Villa. I almost think somewhere they because there are 3 bosses in here. Tell me at level 4 that still wouldn't suck. The head of Ball with like 68 HP and like who moves 80 feet a turn and has no face and like
and can't be hurt.
Makes you vulnerable to his attacks.
Was it a spine devil that we eventually had to fight? Spine devil.
It was something way easier than Skullman.
Oh, dude, a spine devil's only CR2. Like, honestly, that would have made a lot more sense.
Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong that
I like
not
that
the story.
Theory. I like that conspiracy theory. I think it's right.
But
I think they fucked up.
Oh, a spine
Devil's
devil only has
advocate,
22
though.
HP. I mean,
Yeah,
sure.
I
And
know,
that's
we
the
were mulching
boss in the
things.
Yeah.
We were mulching things in the Van Thamper Villa, especially since like me and a couple other people were like halfway. I spent most of my combat not doing shit, and you guys still.
I love
mulched
the
them.
shape of that. I love
I
the
hate
shape
the
of
shape
that.
of that.
We'll get to that
you
when we
really
get
had
to
to
that.
commit. You had to
Cal's in
commit
love
to
with
the
the
bit
shape
right
of it.
there. Like you had to, yeah.
I want to play devil's advocate though.
Which
That
devil?
like, I like
which one?
The
I
spine
like.
devil?
It's not a character funnel, but what's the word I'm looking for? It's not a character funnel, but it's like a resource drain. Like it's that dungeon at level 2 sets you up on like how to play, how to think about playing in this setting.
That it
like,
really
don't
does.
trust anything. Be careful.
Don't
Be very
bust all
wary
of
of all
your spell
your
slots so quick.
resources. Yeah.
Every
and
time you
also-
guys are like, "Oh, I'm gonna cast this," I was like,
And also, don't think you have plot armor. Like I think, especially at level 1, level 2, players spend so much time in their backstory and everything. You're like, yeah, I have plot armor. I'm gonna be fine. So it's kind of nice to have that kind of like, oh no.
Yeah,
so
but we still ended up having to have a long rest in that dungeon at some point,
I
you
really
cannot
loathe
rest.
the
Enemies
idea
are
of-
nearby.
Yeah.
right?
Well, having to do a long rest
okay.
in a place like that doesn't make any sense. Like, we're going to sleep in the sewer? No.
So look, a peek behind the curtain. So there's no way they get 1/3 or half and don't go, holy shit, we need to turn around. If they value their lives or they're role-playing realistic people that aren't suicidal, they will turn around, which fucks everything up.
I feel like
It fucks everything up and they fail the mission and they have no loose threads and cobbling the players to go where they need to go afterwards, and then they don't get the treasure.
So what's the name of the
anyway?
what's the name of the captain again? It's was Captain
Zodge?
So Zodge? I feel like there should be a scene with Zodge where he's like with an underling and they're like, "Sir, we've lost another team of adventurers we sent down into the cults. Well, we'll need some more. Sir, do you think we're just feeding the cult's adventurers at this point? Like, it just seems like we're just...
Are we power leveling the
The
cult?
cult? Like, are we...
Are they as strong as they are? Because we're throwing
Are
them
they
level
aura
1.
farming? Are they aura farming? Are we
Yeah, they're
just
just-
giving them free aura?
Just free aura.
Did you level up from the last set of level 1 adventures that came in? No,
Yeah,
but I'm close.
Next, well, we'll have to figure out that next time, and then cuts to a shot of somebody walking away. Oh.
So,
Solo leveling.
I
That'd
love
be
the
like
idea.
The plot of a game in Extra Life. That would be amazing. Versus a
I
bunch
love-
of bad guys
I
killing
pitched
off
this.
good guys.
I pitched this. The PCs in an Extra Life game are the bosses in this dungeon, completely unchanged. You're Mortlock, you're the fireball lady, you're the lady who automatically goes invisible after every turn and everyone is weak against her
Thank God for fairy fire.
aura of murder.
Yeah.
Which all of them have. By the way,
Oh,
the
fuck you.
wizard who throws the green fireball. So the infamous, I get ahead of myself. The infamous necrotic fireball. So if somehow none of them have died, and they reach a certain, just a random intersection, there's a necromancer working on corpses and shit. Wouldn't you know it? They have the ability to make... No way I just opened it on the right page.
Yeah, you did.
It was meant to be.
Because you're dungeon man.
Good.
Dungeon Man.
Dungeon
You
man.
dungeon man
Master
powers.
of Souls. And you can make it an old looking whatever. The
Okay.
Master of Souls. Oh, but before, there's a room with 3 Merkelites pretending to sleep, and that is the stupidest fucking shit ever to me. And when you enter, they go, haha, we were only pretending. You guys went in. That's in the module, by the way. They're like, we're pretending to be dead or asleep. Are they coming? Oh, shh. You guys went in and just had advantage because they're prone, and you just minced the fuck out of them. And I love that
yeah.
so much.
You're like, gotta make sure. Stab,
Gotta
stab,
make
stab.
sure.
they're
Crack.
dead.
I think
This
one
is
of them
easy.
stood up. And they
Yeah.
were like, oop.
Get back
So-
down there.
Then you run into an iron console and like a big dude, like a Bay Knight, right? And then magical gauntlet flies out and you fight the
Oh,
There's
yeah.
like a flying sword. There's a pair of magical gauntlets that come out. They're already almost dead, and it's like, hoo, here we go. Ooh, we're flying around hitting you. It removes the players from the horror of what people are capable of to have a magic pair of gauntlets fly around and be like, haha, try to catch me. Fuck you. Like flying around doing
Where are those gauntlets
damage.
from? Whose gauntlets are those? They're just there?
They're like flying swords. They're
They're
just
the sewers gauntlets?
They're on
Like-
they're on the wooden statue of the Bay Knight with the armor like welded or like hammered like on, so you can't use the plate mail. And the gauntlets, if you investigate it, just fly off and attack you. Who did it? Why did they do it? There's no reason. Oh, fuck you, magic flying gauntlets. Maybe don't even put that in the game.
So
It
quickly
takes
going
you
back
out
to
of the
fire.
holy shit, this place sucks.
So quickly
So-
going back to the fireball though.
Right after that, you go to the fireball, you meet the Master of Souls, and wouldn't you know it,
Yeah, flying
where is it?
gauntlets. You should just
Spellcasting.
turn that
Grave-
into a trap.
Grave magic. Turn it into a trap or some. When the Master of Souls casts a spell that deals damage, it can change the spell's damage type to necrotic.
Just don't change the spell's damage type. As spellcasters, the only defense you have against that is absorb elements. Like with the lowest constitution or HP pool of the group, that's the only thing you can do. So
Now,
just don't make it necrotic.
I will
before I
say
open
though,
it up to the players, I
it
threw
was
the
very
fireball.
lucky. The necrotic fireball was actually very lucky because you all passed. I failed, and
Mhm.
I'm resistant. I'm resistant to necrotic. I would have died. So if it was not a necrotic fireball, Emberlynn would have died. That
remember
game.
your
full
shriek of
out,
joy.
straight dead. Yes.
Like enough damage that it what is it? It's your HP
was-
in a single attack.
It's you have to go down to 0 and then your entire full HP in like negative.
So if
in a
you have
single
15
attack.
full life and you
Yeah.
take 30 damage,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
insta dead.
I
The screen
would've been
shakes and you
dead.
turn into
I
chunks.
thought I was dead until you said necrotic, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
So
So
I hit. All of you were right next to each other, and I'm like, I'm. You know what? Okay, it's happening. It only missed one person by a weird, happy coincidence because it would have melted him too. It melted everybody. Of course, I fail as the kobolds, the little NPC like sidekicks that
Rip.
were with them.
Rip Cindy and Riffraff.
They died doing what they loved, walking in a dark sewer, walking around in a dark sewer. So get this. The Master of Souls can attack twice with its flail. It does 4d6 bludgeoning.
Yeah, that
The
makes
wizard
sense.
does 4d6 bludgeoning and it attacks twice.
So, like, if that fireball wasn't enough,
So okay.
Wait, can I do 4d6 bludgeoning now? No, it's a normal flail for you.
Okay, that is
Yeah,
a big problem with all of the
you.
module stuff, because they also have, like in Dragonlance, Shadow of the Dragon Queen, they have all of those magic swords that do additional fire damage, and then a player picks it up, and it's like,
And they
sorry.
go, oh, hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, sweet, fire sword. Ow, ow, ow.
Ow, ow, ow. Gotta just
so they're
swear
cursed.
to Takasa, it'll be fine.
So as a DM, then, do you fudge the rolls for this? Do you do just enough
No, never.
to basically scare?
I
Why
hit
not?
all of you, and then I rolled 8d6. And what it 31? I think I 30 plus like damage, and I was like, does anyone insta die? Now, that is notorious. Go on Reddit and be like, hey guys, green fireball. What the fuck? Now, some storytellers, some DMs will be like, maybe don't cast fucking fireball. But so here's the disconnect. You want the players to feel heroic and succeed, but you don't want to play all the NPCs as idiots that don't know their own abilities. So where do you guide that? So I just don't. I'm like, hey guys, how do you want me to like play this? And all the players in like out of character, like on our group chat, were like, do what you have to.
Give it.
And so when everybody was back to back to back, like SWAT moving in, flashlight in the front, and I hit everybody with the fireball, I was like, okay, I'm drawing the radius. Looks like that hits everybody. But, and again, it's like, they're strong for level 1 or 2, right? And it's like, they survived it, or they failed it and they happened to be resistant to it. Or they were knocked down. A lot of you were like downed from that. And then when you like came to, you're like, holy shit, like 2 of you weren't knocked down? And you're like, healing, like that's scary shit. And there's still a wizard to fight in the middle of the. Can she do that again? Just over the same spot? So find out from your players. We have art that we've paid for, right? This is an epic. We want that. It's like Lord of the Rings. We want the players and their story to succeed and everything, right? What do you? But Cal, you say what? Fireball might kill level 2, and you'd be right. What I was going to do was have an entity, possibly from Avernus or not, say, tell you what, like you sign this, and maybe I help you get revenge. Maybe I help wake you up, right?
Dark Pact.
And then instead of disintegrating, you got a little like dark pact, little something. And now maybe, just like the video game Baldur's Gate 3, maybe you want to go and find the physical location of your contract in Avernus.
Yeah, it's good. I like that.
I like that. I
So
like that.
when
That's a good.
Michael had brought up, and all of you had been like, well, you can't just kill us. And I'm like, well, some things are worse than death. And
Yep.
I was kind of like this, oh, I can't wait for the like time freezes and you're like standing over your own body and you're like,
Dude, I mean, that's exactly the case.
oh, fuck.
We had that. I had a couple of comments from a person after we started up our Victorian Age Mage game, because it's bookended as like somebody finding the books later down the line, like about 100 years in the future, that they're based on. And they're like, oh, well, that means that all the characters live, so there's no tension. And I'm like, bet. Give me a few episodes. I'll show you what's worse than death.
I mean, it doesn't mean all of them survive. It means at least one of us survive.
Or at least...
And yes, there are worse things to happen. See the end of book 1. See all of book 2 in its entirety.
See the end of book 3. I mean, what?
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 So that's what I would do as the DM, have Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
Or Asmodeus. Asmodeus. Have somebody hell, it can if doesn't the kobold god or the mortal that achieved demigodhood lives in Avernus. So if you guys like a goblin or a kobold or like something like that, right? Or a dwarf, have him be like, "Ooh, I'm. How about you bring me this shield? Yeah, and I bring you back to life." And he'd be like, "What?" Right? And then do later on, you run into the shield of Garguth, something like that. So do kill, but it's like yes and. Or if you're playing with players that are like, I actually really love how like lethal D&D can be, and the going into an area and you know how that's like, oh, challenge rating in a video game above like enemies' heads, but when it's so high it's just a skull, like you don't even stand a chance. Some people love that stuff and they're like, oh, I'll roll a new character or whatever, right? If you have players that don't care about that and there's not monetary investment in the art, right? Kill him. Fucking kill him. Hardcore mode. The funny thing is that's 1/3 of the way through the fucking dungeon. By the way, you guys didn't stumble into the room where if you investigate it, 4 skeletons come out of the fucking water. You just didn't go into the skeleton room.
We went
Thank
to
you.
the other skeleton room.
We did go
There's
into the
a-
other skeleton
there's a
room,
zombie
and then
closet.
we put
Oh yeah,
There's a zombie closet,
Yeah.
We went
and I
into
love that the characters just fucking closed the door and locked it.
Nope.
Nope.
Well, we went
Yeah,
into
Emberlynn,
the.
I think we ended the episode.
Emily.
Emberlynn opened up the door to the zombies and then was like, "Nope." End of
We-
episode. I
We
think.
went into the room with the
That's
pity
great.
skeletons, where we got our pity skeletons, our pity minions.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh right.
They were just lying on the
Pity-
floor pretending
Oh.
and waiting to attack us.
So
But
here's
they're
an
zombies.
interesting thought. Yeah, right. Here's an interesting thought. So, if you die in here, maybe make the whispers of one of the dead 3. Like, they have contingency plans. They were mortals, right? And then they became gods and then they died again like fucking idiots. But anyways, have them be like, fuck, I know this place is going to fall down. What if I long con and bring this person back, but they do something for me? Have them whisper and tempt and be like, you'll leave this place. Because there's not only 3 shrines to the dead 3, there are 3, what's the word? Effigies? There are 3 like mannequin statue guys that literally lets the cultists like directly send information like to them. And they're like cursed. I think one of you like smashed it, and the prayers are more direct, or prayers are more direct to them, or whatever. The skeletons only activate; they don't attack you. They only activate if you speak the words, and then they
we
serve
did
you.
half.
If you just smash it, the skeletons don't get up. So have fun with the, ooh, there's a skeleton, and tempt them to say the words, or have a dumb sidekick if they're still alive. Just say the words randomly. I did that cue that there's like invisible by having green candles. The Merkelites have green candles. I had Scraw have a green candle a few times throughout like chapter 1.
Wow, nice.
And when the group long rested, he was on watch, and while he was on watch, you remember the old Master of Souls that you had like buried in one of the where do you store cadavers in like those cupboards,
closet.
corpse
Like
closet,
a morgue.
Like a morgue
corpse
drawer?
closet.
yeah, like kind of stir. It was to imply that he was the Master of Souls apprentice, and that he could raise dead, and that he had the same spell slot. He had a green fireball as well. Big difference though
what?
when you face green fire. I didn't get to. You guys wasted him pretty. Like, you guys were way more powerful at level 4 than 2. And he was like, "Oh shit." But I was gonna have Scraw green fireball the group too. So boss number 2 is a sexy naked lady. in the book, she's pretending to be an old woman. Oh,
would've
how
gotten
did
a
I
lot
get here? I'm
further-
lost.
She would have gone a lot further with honey than vinegar on that one. Oh no, a dummy thick goth mommy. Whatever show we do, Robin would have been just.
I
done.
think I just had her as a hot naked chick covered in blood. I can't quite remember.
Yeah, no, she was in a
until she
bathtub.
started stabbing people. A little something, everyone. Aura of murder.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone within a 5 feet radius is weak to piercing. It's only a 1d4 dagger, but when the 1d4 is +5 and they are weak against it, it means you're doing like 11 to 15 damage twice when they attack on level 2s or 1s, and automatically goes invisible. Doesn't cast anything, she just ends her turn and goes invisible.
Thank you for
I
letting
don't
fairy
remember her
fire
being
work.
naked, but
Thank you for letting fairy fire work.
No, that's what it does. That is specifically what fairy fire's for.
Yep.
Either way, thank you. Because
I rolled and failed
Oh yeah.
by like 1. Yeah.
Oh,
So it worked. Then you keep going, you pass a bunch of stuff, you awaken a bunch of skeletons, or you don't, and you hear fighting. Ooh, it's Mortlock. Ooh, he's a big guy and he's fighting a flaming, but it's not Skull Marvel Man on motorcycle. It's bad cultist man with who's not on fire, and he's supposed to be at like 20 health, and he's fighting this thing, and the group's supposed to come in and be like, was one of you good guys? Guys. This guy, by the way, level 1 or level 2. This guy, he is called a head of ball, I believe. Oh, hello, Hollyfont. Not a skull lasher. Death's head of ball. 76 hit points. Speed 50. So you can just walk 50 feet. By the way, make good use of the terrain in here. A lot of knee-high or waist-high water. Make it like difficult, like really sell that this place is dark and like shitty. Play up the prisoners when they find Vendetta.
that was good.
I threw in an NPC and just like, and you don't have to have emphasis on the torture or like whatever, but like they're inhuman. The cult be bad. And you know what? Make everyone in here human. Make all the other NPCs that are good not human. Make all of them human in here, and they are. So for some reason, it's like, here's his skills, Intimidation 6, like he's gonna stop and talk to you. He's got a little aura of murder, right? So everyone within 5 feet of him gains vulnerability to piercing damage. He has multi-attack. Do you remember he had stunning gaze?
yes. God damn it.
And
Why?
And a little something called Unstoppable. Any of you that played through Baldur's Gate 3 know that Unstoppable, it just means you reduce the damage you take from an attack to 0. I made this harder, and you can use it 3 times a day. I made it harder than it should have been. It's a reaction, and I think I treated it as just an ability he could use 3 times a day, because I think I used it twice in 1 turn. So I actually made the boss of this place even harder. But I really liked that, I think it was Ozarian, commanded him to drop his weapon. He suddenly cannot hurt the group if you get the... But I think he picked it up, like, he only lost 1.
Look, I can only do so
round from
much,
it.
okay?
Like, yeah. Great.
Yes, because I remember
teamwork.
I crit on him, and then I did Divine Smite, and then you did nothing. You took the damage to 0, and I was like,
This is a great
God,
time.
kidding
This is
me.
a great time as the DMs to save his reaction for when someone like crits or somebody like does like a big spell or whatever, and it doesn't matter what it is. You use their reaction to... Now, how do you role play this? Instead of just, you could not just make a shimmering red shield around him. You can make him like heal, like there's evil magic. You can make it so that he like completely tanks it or whatever. But you want to show the players sorry, the characters and thus the players, hey, something's up where you definitely did hit him. And that's where I ran. How did I fluff that? And what did I have? Did he regenerate a bit, or was there like almost an aura? I did both kind of, but then when his last one was done, his red aura went and like disappeared, if I recall. Or one of you did an Arcana check to be like, what the fuck is this? Let people do checks to be like, what's happening? That should have done like 30 damage, and we did none. To be like, hey, he has this ability, but he only has it 3 times. Then you can kind of bait it out, maybe. So that being said, and now that I've ranted, the bosses, the entirety of going through this fucking dungeon. I don't know, man. Switch it with the Vanthampurvilla.
And
make it one spine devil. And then when they're level 4, give them the 3 bosses.
And make them aberrations or something, because I want to stick to this. I really think protection from good and evil should have done something against these evil cultist
It's wild
bosses.
that they're all just humanoids, huh?
Like, but they're powered by some evil, crazy juice. And
they're just little guys.
Just little guys. Just crazy little guys.
But yeah, I thought that I didn't pull any punches. I don't know if Kelly could tell. But I was doing the HPs on the characters.
Yeah, I could tell.
I didn't lower the HP of any of the bosses. I didn't.
Let me just put it this
pull
way.
like any punches. I had
behind the screen. I can see the hit points on things because I'm doing the maps for everything, because I'm doing all your tech, and I just pretend like I don't and deliberately don't look at
DMs
things and don't
access. Yeah.
Right. So like I just don't pay attention
to make it better for yourself. Yeah. Imagine you accidentally look at the HP and it's like you guys have already fought the Reaper. Tons of there's gas. Make it very obvious that if they bring fire into the gas, they blow themselves up. So emphasize this when you're going through this dungeon. There's no lights. It's all black. These guys are freaks. Here's the weird thing. Only humans in here, but there's no light. So if you want, let them be sneaky sneaks. Because what is it? Rogue's Law. In D&D, all of the party will have dark vision except whoever's playing the rogue. It's Rogue's Law. It happened in my game with my partner. She was a Gith rogue. They don't have dark vision. You know what? Maybe one of the humans, maybe the Master of Souls, she's got like those Riddick goggles or something like that, right? Very
she traded 20
small
menthol
magic
pools
item.
for an eye shine.
Where'd you get eyes like that?
First, played Escape from Butcher Bay is where I got there.
I was
game.
muted, but I meant to say agree, because Riz also did not have dark vision, and she wasn't a rogue.
Yeah, so you know what? Maybe also give them dark vision. Make it an item. And cool goggles or sunglasses that do the opposite of.
Oh
wait a
yes,
second.
These
are reverse sunglasses.
You wear them at night, so you can.
So my only I'll get into the next bit soon. Up to the boss and including dealing with the boss. Anything I didn't cover, players?
I will say not
other than that it's ridiculous.
I appreciated the after the game, that game with the boss with the skull thing, that you talked about like the other experiences people had, like that somehow we had this very unique experience. So I just wanted to say I appreciated that.
Oh, yeah, I really liked it. Level 1, I think command is level 1 spell, and like be like drop that item, right? Wild that he would just do a 1d6, which is bludgeoning, not piercing, so his order of murder can't double up against you. I thought you guys handled that. I just had him attack whoever hit him last. Unfortunately, I think Nosh missed like 4 times in a row. It was like, oh man.
Yeah, Nosh just had.
He also
it
never
was-
attacked me once, which I was like, I could probably absorb a whole bunch of damage, but
There's
everyone
this.
else was
Okay,
taking it.
so remember how it's like, Okay, so this is how I think in my head, that the PCs have classes, but the NPCs in the world are unaware of what classes are. Right? That's how I play. Otherwise, if they're smart, they're like, hey, that guy just went and raged. Let's not attack him. Hey, there's the cleric. Let's focus. Do you know what I mean? Like if the NPCs are smart and they know what world they live in, they will focus cleric, ignore barbarian, right?
So in a chess game, your plan is to take out all the pawns first. You're one of those.
I'm one of those because I don't know how to play chess. But instead of doing that, just like how enemies don't have a class, they just have abilities, right? Like they're just all their own thing. Don't have the like, for instance, maybe make an intimidation roll, and if you're successful, then he'll attack the barbarian. Like do little things like that. I just had him attack whoever attacked him last because he was insane. But reward the players for like thinking smart. Here's the shitty part. Let's say they're like, holy fuck, we need to run. This guy's got 1 million health and does 1 million damage. We need to run. His speed is 50.
He came
That
right
means his
at me.
full. That means his sprint is 100. You can't even run from him.
Well, and our speed is like halved because we're in like waist fucking high water
It's
or whatever.
So
Yeah.
just switch them. Put instead of Mortlock down here, make this dungeon underneath Van Themper Villa, and put Talamra. Put the Van Themper Villa one underneath here. And by the way, there's a bunch of cultists underneath the Van Themper Villa. They have 8 health. There are some like fanatics, cultists that have 22 health. I think the crazy one that kind of like you guys convinced to be on your side, he was one of the fanatics, and he was just forcing himself to like take the radiant damage. My queen, because they're weird masochists and sadists, right? Like make them despicable. No gray area. The cult is fucking bad and deserves to die. And I like that part about the chapter 1. It's obvious who the bad guys are. Sorry, go ahead, Kelly.
Oh, I was gonna say
Dungeon
the
of
only-
Dead 3.
The Dungeon of the Dead. The only part about the Dungeon of the Dead 3, that besides what we covered, that really bugs me is Mortlock. I feel like he's such a throwaway character. There's like, I keep wanting there to be more with him, but it's just like, he's basically the Hound from Game of Thrones. They just threw him in. They're like,
Way
he's
less
horrible.
interesting than the Hound.
Yeah, exactly, because he's got no character. Is he supposed to be like dumb? Because he really came across like he was like,
I
He
made
was-
him naive and a little dumb, but he's supposed to be very dumb and clueless.
that's just, there's, the only good one is the dumb one. I don't know. I feel like that feels a little lazy.
I tried to give him some, they're all supposed to be kind of bad. Like he's supposed to be, he's been doing this. He's been supplying them with money, but he's just been listening to his mom. So he's neutral. Like he can die in this battle, but why have an
Why
NPC?
is he in the battle in the first place though?
So
Like,
this module. So the cult turns on them. Specifically, I think the mom is like, this idiot, I don't care. But I had the cult specifically and the mom not care. But I had a little note signed by O that was like, we no longer need their patronage.
it was me.
And I had O be Orin.
You
So-
said it wasn't you, Ozarian.
Well,
God
yeah,
damn
it was
it.
Arian
was
said it wasn't
me.
him. Kelly admits it.
Oh, okay.
So
fair.
I had in my head, I'm like, maybe Orn shows up and maybe she's like kind of hot and maybe she's, like maybe when would any of you be alone? And then I found my perfect moment a little bit later on. So not only is Mortlock Van Thamper in here, he then explains the entire plot. See all those bullet points? Wait.
Yep.
If he lives.
If he lives.
Well, luckily he has his journal written in point form on him. So if he
point
dies...
form. And it starts at the previous page. For the love of God, do not make him dumb like I did. He reveals the entire... So this module has a couple of NPCs that don't need to be in it. Tell the PCs everything. Because fuck them. They're not smart enough to piece things together themselves, right? My mother's one of the 3 remaining members. The dead 3 cultists receive regular payments from my brother. My oldest brother, Thirstwell, uses imps to spy in the city. If you made it this far, you killed most of the leaders. My family are paying the dead 3 cultists to murder people in the city. Our goal is to prove that the Flaming Fists can do its job. Once the city stops paying them, the Flaming Fists will have less of a reason to stay in Baldur's Gate. What? That's so convoluted. Whole chapter 1, by the way, is that, by proving the Flaming Fists can't stop cultists, I'll take
They'll give
power
up and
instead
go
of the cult.
home.
You know what they should have done? The plot should have been that there were so many cults in the city because they kept funding new cults to make it so the Flaming Fist couldn't handle all of them. They were just franchising cults.
Franchising cults, and then you don't even know where you're... You know what? I got an idea. Thank you, Michael. He just said, put 145% tariff on the cults. That'll solve your
existing tariffs
cult problem.
or...
So when you leave, you have all of these like treasures and everything after you bust up their cursed effigies, right? And there's a dagger, but it's like broken. And there's like a crown and there's all these jewels and stuff. This is in the module. When the players are leaving and they have like 2 HP and no spell slots and they're like, oh, please, at least we got this out of it. The dragon cultists show up with like 1,000,000 HP and 8 of them. And they're like, hey, give us all the treasure that belongs to our queen.
Easily.
Like, I guess.
The
A strong
lowest
race
us,
is
I
gonna blow
guess.
me over. Like, I guess, just take it. What was
So
this
after
for?
everything, after just kicking all the PCs in the balls, the ones that fucking survive this dungeon, if they do, another cult comes in and is like, hey, give us all your spoils, bitch. What are you going to do about it? Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting. That's what this is like. And I was like, in hindsight, don't put the fucking dragon cultists in it. Just don't. How about no? Better yet, how about halfway through the fucking dungeon when the players are screaming because they're cut in half and they're dying, have the dragon cult come in and be reinforcements. Because no level 1s or 2s, unless they start with 2 feats and have decent like attributes, or there's 5 of them with a bunch of sidekicks. You're not getting out of this. Everyone's surviving. You're definitely not. So switch them. Imagine instead of 3 bosses, there's a spine devil with 22 HP.
You know what this is, right? This is like a potential for the future. So at the end of the game, when we're all like high level and we've like destroyed everything that is to destroy, we can go back to Baldur's Gate and we'll find some
the dragon cultists.
We'll find
and grab
some
their
cultists.
hand and go, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting.
No, knowing that you could destroy them, they'll be sitting there
the
like
Dragon Balls.
collecting money, and you give them like one of their little pennies and go, here, you need this way more than I do, and then just walk away from them.
We should start a cult.
Ah.
That's
That'll
what we
be
should
like
do.
the closing line. That'd be amazing.
This is a picture of Ozarian holding a newspaper. I should start a cult.
I should start a cult. So the Low Lantern, another fun tavern. It's
was
3
fine.
layers. Have fun with it. It's dressing. By the way, Rhea's supposed to be in here. Before the characters leave the Low Lantern, a new
Who?
arrival greets them.
Right, so she
cloaked
starts
figure-
with the Low Lantern. I
A
couldn't recall
cloaked
actually
figure
where we met her.
approaches. How about this? How about you have Rhea fighting the Death's Head?
Oh, yeah.
Like a fucking Hell Rider.
Mm.
Mm.
Hindsight. There you go. Boom.
Mm.
That's how you meet Rhea. There's a fucking paladin down here, like fighting for her life against this like monstrosity.
Mhm.
And then you have an NPC that can fucking also eat up the unstoppable. then you have an extra paladin who might be able to knock some of this down. And then there's some backup. Tell me what game without some fudging PCs are ready to fight the Death's Head guy at the end of this. Most are probably like almost dead, or you've lost a PC and you're just continuing along anyway. And then if you have the Dragon Cult come in and be like, not today, Death's Head man, and like be the mulch, have him mulch through them, while the PCs maybe are like, holy shit, and like are peppering him with arrows or something from a distance. I don't know. I think you should just switch the underneath the Van Themper Villa with the first one. Move some NPCs around. So Rhea runs into you there. There's a whole paragraph for the DM. It's like, if Rhea joins the party, after it like has a whole page about stuff that only the DM knows. There's a whole dealing with Amric. You guys just killed him. Which is fine. I don't like ooh, let's let this guy. He has his part.
He was a
in
dick.
the. I purposely had him like mustachio, like, oh, I don't need like lots of bodyguards or protection here because like I'm untouchable. Mommy is one of the dukes or whatever. So the group just being like, fuck this guy. There you go. Replace Mortlock with Rhea if you're gonna do that. Dungeon of the Dead 3. Because then at least you're like, what the fuck? Where are you from? What's that sigil? Like, what are you doing down here? And it's like, holy shit, I'm like investigating Elturel and blah blah blah.
That sounds
There you
great.
go.
Yeah.
Or you can just have her walk up and be like, hi. Awkwardly. I've been watching you in the Low Lantern.
Is that why we as
Could
a
you
group
not?
did not vibe?
I think so, because she
Could
was
you
just kind
not?
of like randomly like with us. and
Like-
she's like, hi.
I'm not a spy.
Like,
You guys seem great. Are you a cop? You have to tell us
Yeah,
if you're
that's
a
what a
cop.
spy
No, I'm a
would
Hell
say.
Rider.
Yeah.
That sounds like a
right?
cop.
like,
Sounds like a cop from
Like a
another
cop.
city.
Hey,
So
that sounds like a normal
Yeah.
introvert's way of approaching a group of people that look fun. Hi guys, what are you doing? Can
Hi, guys.
looks
I
fun
do
over
it
here.
too?
can I come?
My mom said I could.
My mom said I could. So have some. So then we go to the Van Themper Villa. Have some fun. If the group decides to pretend that they're like wandering minstrels, have them come in and have old lady like Van Themper be like tapping her like foot and be all like, "Oh, good. Anyways, I have to attend business." Right?
Yes.
Get them in there, because just murdering the mooks outside, the guards, make this part more role play and more fun. Have fun with Slobber Chops.
I love slobber chops.
He specifically kind of hates them all.
like, I think it's wild that there was slobber chops in the first place. Like,
I
I lo-
think that role playing
the best
guide
Van
for
Themper.
for Van
Fight me.
Themper should be Mom from Futurama. Like that should be
yeah,
That's
yeah.
that should
that's
be the
actually
role-playing
I
guide.
kind of harnessed a little bit of Mom.
A little bit, right? Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, have her be like, "Oh, I'm just an old," and then if like they talk back to her, have her be like, "Shut up," and like maybe involve her a bit more. But she's surrounded by guards, and here's a twist:
And idiots.
maybe let the players let themselves be arrested or captured, and then they break out from the prison that's underneath the Van Themper villa or something. I like
With
what
a
I did with you.
succubus.
You just with a sucky, yeah. I like what I
Yeah.
did, and you guys just were like, I had all of their staff kind of just be like, "Yo," or be like, I don't care. You're gonna go kill the old lady? Oh fuck! Thank you, Tyr, for
Thank
answering
God.
my prayers. Like, you know what I mean? Have fun. Have like a blind butler being like, "Who's there? Who? What?" or whatever. There's supposed to be a bunch of imps that attack you. Here's the thing about Thirstwell: his door's locked. The second he sees the party, he casts Sacred Flame on them. There's nothing written. He doesn't talk to the PCs. He casts Sacred Flame. He has like 6 HP and he dies in 1 hit, and his AC is 9. Sorry, 5 HP.
What's the point of him?
What?
He dies, and when you loot him, he has the puzzle box, which the players don't know anything about yet.
Man, I
Nobody
love keeping
explains what the
Rubik's
puzzle
cubes.
box is. He just has an infernal puzzle box in his room or in a chest or on his person, and you go, cool, and you put it in your pocket and you walk away.
Yeah, that sounds like us.
So I like what I did a little bit more. Like, he's kind of like neutral or like neutral evil, and he's just like on death's door, and he's just like, all the imps have him intelligent in the very least, right? And just
This
like
game
everyone
seems
else in his
to,
family, doesn't.
This game telegraphs important plot points very awkwardly.
Yes.
So you kill him, and you're like, sweet loot. Take his boots. Ooh, cool. What's this thing? And
It's a plot cube. Take the plot cube.
take the plot cube. Take the plot cube.
Nobody wants
Or
the cube.
have them talk to him. Like, what is? He's gonna kill 6 people with Sacred Flame, and
Maybe.
he's been spying with the imps. He knows they're gonna kick his fucking ass. So what is the spying for? They just fucking survived the underneath the Dungeon of the Dead 3, and he's gonna stop
Murder
them with
dungeon.
a Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
So maybe have him talk to them and
It's the straw
tell
that breaks
them
the camel's
what
back,
the
man.
fuck, and have them
Sorry.
be like, I can't open this fucking thing. Krieg brought it to me, and then the players can go, who the fuck that? And you could be like, oh yeah, he's like the leader of El Terrell. Oh yeah, he's alive, and he's talking to my mom.
He's going to be your new stepdad.
I don't need another new stepdad. So if you guys can go take him out, like, I don't know, and I just had him be
More
like,
compelling than what he was in the book.
and I remember Ozarian was like, why are you telling us all this, and why are you giving it this?
I am
This
sorry for
I'm a
taking
little
the piss
proud
out of
of.
you with that.
No, this I'm a little proud of, because it's like, why are you telling us all this? Why are you giving us this? And why are you like narking on your Tavius Krieg and your mom? And I was like, you let my brother go. Maybe the only kindness in their whole family is those two like each other.
I like you need something even with evil characters. Like, there has to be something that they are still humans at this point.
Yep.
Humans, even evil humans, like things.
Thank you. And evil people, they don't think they're the bad guy. They tend not to.
Although it is a lot of fun when they do think they're the bad guy, but they still like going to Taco Bell at 2 in the morning. You know?
Yeah.
Because why not?
So
you gotta run.
and that gave me
moss.
like putting me through the ringer with that. Let me go because of one reason. And you, my brother's alive because of you. And it's like, oh, shit. Oh, okay, cool. And then like have him indifferent or whatever. But like the fact he has no lines, he doesn't talk to him, he just casts a DC like 12 like Sacred Flame at the group, or like whatever, like, and then just dies, and dramatically like an infernal puzzle box rolls across the floor and like glows, and like the PCs are like, cool. Please, no. You guys have art for this guy. put him in the fucking module. Right. Anyway, so there's that. Have fun with slobber chops. I had fun. I made the dwarf a cook. And like a very much like, I'm friendly, but get the fuck out of my way kind of chef. And just let them in, because it's like, oh, in the book, there's a helmed horror, which is still difficult for level 3s. A helmed horror who's resistant to like all fucking damage and immune to magic.
I will tell you, like in Vecna Eve of Ruin, at level 14, you get hit up by 3 helmed horrors, and it's actually a fight that takes a minute. At level 14.
Do you remember the library and Thirstwell came in and was like, stand down, and the helmed horror just like kind of like and went back?
I remember.
If any of you like broke in there without one of the 3 brothers or the matriarch of the house saying to stand down, he attacks you. So here's TPK number 3, where a helmed horror who's like resistant to everything, immune to a lot of other stuff, just comes in like 1 or 2 shots, like the PCs in like a little study. Feels Batman. Or have Thirstwell kind of be friendly, and if the players don't immediately kill him, he deactivates the helmed horror. Like, there's no point in putting that in there except to kill some PCs. Anyways, if you don't want to kill the old lady, there's some incriminating evidence with the poison that goes off in her room. A bunch of expensive potions and some books if you spend like 10 or 20 like minutes like rummaging around there. There's a tax collector in her spire that's like naked and she's like torturing him or something like that. Or you can put or you can have a player's backstory character in there. Maybe that. So underneath, it's full of a bunch of cultists, which die in 1 hit. They've got like 10 AC. They're bitches. They have golden masks. You can pretend to be them. Have some fun with that. There's no challenge going on here. There's a succubus. You can like go invisible and fly like 60 feet and like fuck around and like command people a bit. Not a challenge for like level 4s. By the way, if you recall, I put another Reaper of Souls, another Death's Head, or did I forget the Death's Head? No, I had Talamra instead of a Death's Head, and I had another Green Fireball wizard in there, and I was like, this dungeon is so fucking easy that a succubus and a spined devil, like that's why switch them. That I added, another like Reaper and the Reaper died in a fireball. I don't know what I was thinking there, but they weren't in cahoot. They weren't communicating right. And then I had the Orin like moment, and I just threw that in there for funsies. Perfect moment, because I think you went into a room on your own.
I'm so proud of myself about like what's the passcode, even though nothing happened. Like that didn't stop.
I'm proud of you too, because
like,
you somehow immediately knew that wasn't Scraw.
Well, I was just like, where could he have come from?
That's
like,
me mustachio twirling a little bit too. It's like weird that she knows Scraw.
Yeah, I was like,
enough to imitate him, huh? And it's like, oh, what do you have like on you? He's like, oh, I don't know, like a bunch of weapons, 23 goblin scimitars. It's like, yep, that's him. So I had fun with that. It's weird that there's no like, you found me speech from Talamra. She just like nonchalantly attacks you.
Well, no, you're a bunch of hobos in her basement. Why wouldn't she just attack?
That's fair. You
Who
in
the
one way
fuck
or another,
are
you're a
you?
bunch
Get
of
out
hobos.
of here!
Oh, it's time for Mom to take care of business. And then she rolls up her sleeves and the biggest forearms you've ever seen with like sailor tattoos.
that was wild. That art was wild. Oh man,
Pretty
like,
crazy.
what?
Look at her.
6'2", and that's with the old lady shrinkage. Her strength is like 18.
Well,
I loved how you handled that. You were like,
she should just beat you with an arm wrestling match. That's how she should be. Over the top, like Stallone. Just.
I used to watch that so much when I was a kid.
It's such a good movie. It's not, but it is.
You ever like want to take down the government and win the rights to the custody of your kid back while simultaneously traveling across America in a big rig, so you can win the love of your son and the money of an arm wrestling tournament. The trick is to cheat and wrap your fingers around the other person's thumb, apparently.
Well,
Anyways,
I mean,
that's an old movie that nobody but Kelly and I has watched.
you know Michael's seen it. You know Mike has watched it.
Have you seen it, Michael?
Well, come on, that entire reference was just way over the top.
So apart from old Sylvester Stallone movies from the 90s, have a little cool thing with that like little Zariel like moment. Very weird that the statue, nothing. The statue, nothing, but there's a magic mace inside of it. Actually have the statue holding the mace.
Wait, does that
It's
mean
kinda
when we
weird that
crack... If we crack Zariel open, is there a mace inside of her, too? Is
Have
this
you
symbolic?
seen Fifth Element?
Nice.
Inside
I'm not reaching in there.
me. Ooh, blue goo.
Is it free?
I don't
Free
know
blue
what I
goats
know
and-
now. I feel bad nuking it for Emberlynn.
Nuking what?
Stopping that scene from happening
What
between
scene?
Zariel and Emberlynn.
It was long enough that it was. You should just peek, like have one, like a half a sentence, like come through or whatever, right? So it was kind of great that the one who's been interacting with Zariel or a ball spawn or no, not a ball. Never mind. A changeling lady named Oren has been Emberlynn, because I think you failed the will save, and so I had you kind of going over to that the little shrine. But as for the statue, it's like, oh, it's glowing, but something inside is making the glowing. Maybe just have her holding it. I don't know. So have Tavius Krieg be a whiny little scheming, lying, just sniveling. Do what I did. Just whiny little guy who's the group like is despicable. He has the shield of Gorgoth. I gave it a personality. It's personalityless and boring in the module. By the way, I had it that it was stolen and brought by Tavius Krieg as an offering, and it was stolen from Rhea's like house.
What's it
or,
supposed
like,
to be?
family or clan.
They just have it?
It's a random person in the prison here, a noble whose family, like it's a family heirloom.
This module has way too many random people that just come out of nowhere and be like, and I'm Bob. You're like, who the fuck are you, Bob? Go away.
So Rhea doesn't tie in with that shield?
Not in the module.
Oh.
I tied it in with her.
Okay, here's a lesson for all DMs that are starting out. Connect things, cut your cast of characters down as small as
Yeah.
possible. Even in a murder mystery, you want it to be like a clue level of potentials, not like a billion people. You only have so long
Yeah.
and so many fake voices to do. There's only so many fake British accents you can do.
So to wrap the awkward ending of the chapter, or my thoughts on it, you smash the statue, you get the magic mace,
Smash.
kill Talamra, or use the evidence you've collected against her. Either way, right? You kill Krieg, you don't kill Krieg. It doesn't matter. You've got the cool shield. Just make it a cool shield. Still make it like talk. But if you're like, take me to Avernus, free me, that's boring. If it's 1,000 years old, have it be a little crazy. Or like whatever, have it not, have forgotten what it was. In the book, it's like, ooh, it thinks if it can go back to Avernus, it'll free itself because it'll be on its original plane. But it's wrong. Or just make it a cool shield. Who's like, good hit, buddy. Like
Hey,
I don't know.
It's me, Patrick Warburton.
Don't
I'm in
make them
I'm in a
afraid.
shield.
How'd
Doesn't
I
it
get
have
here?
a charisma of like 24?
It's
So
got-
it should be
like
smooth
Patrick Warburton.
as butter. It's like, hello,
It
how are
has-
you?
One of its highest is like
We
charisma.
really need.
We really
We need him in every
And
single
now I
game.
cast the fireballs.
True.
Look at me. I am the one casting fireball now.
It's like,
um,
why would a shield? Is its charisma higher than its constitution? Because that's not what you want in a shield.
I think it has very high stats in almost
All right, good,
everything.
good.
Funny that they even gave it a strength and a dex, and I'm like, you can't move, bro. But
Your
it's
shield
just a
dodges
random
out of the way so
person.
you take the hit.
Oh, I could have used
Ow!
that. No.
What a
Ow.
shitty fuck shield.
Don't make the players so afraid of it that they want to get rid of it and give it to like the demonologist in Candlekeep because it's cool. It's a magic shield. If they want to go and find a way to free it, then it's an extra hook in Avernus.
You
Or
tied it to
we could just
Rhea's
tell it to-
family, and Nosh was out of shield, and he's that he'd go along as long as he'd get like a cool shield. And well, guess what? He's got a cool
You
shield.
kept talking about a cool shield, and I was like, ooh. So it's funny that you ended up finding one. So a captain follows up, and she's like, here's a page of diatribe. I am second to older Ravengard, and I turned around and I was with him, and I need to seize control of it and what's going on. And here's a bunch of stuff, and you guys need to go to Candlekeep. Maybe not have her in there. She has her own art too, but it's like, what? Do you even remember?
No. I feel like I
Yeah,
know that
see,
actress.
Liara Porter, very important person, come and talks to you and Zodge and all this other stuff, and and then there's the journey to Candlekeep and like really shitty devils that you can like one round kill, like attack you on your, or how about you yada yada and make something up and do something cool on your way to Candlekeep. Do something cool on the water. I wanted a non-combat session that had high stakes and some role playing on the water. Right? But just one session of travel. A lot of people will go and use the info from Candlekeep Adventures and flesh that all out. Talk to your players, be like, hey, do you guys want to spend 8 sessions in Candlekeep? Or do you want to kind of
like Candlekeep Mysteries?
Candlekeep Mysteries, that's the one. And a lot of people take stuff from Candlekeep Mysteries because it's piecemeal and kind of just do 1 or 2. The players are...
I love it
I
when they
assume
expect
the
you to use a book
PC
that wasn't published until 2 years later.
A lot of the players, a lot of Reddit and a lot of online will be like, hey, Candlekeep Adventures or Mysteries is great to like flesh this area out. The characters think Baldur's Gate is going to be dragged to hell. They're tired. They've been burnt. Some of them may have been killed and brought back. Most likely, they want to just get fucking shit done. I didn't need to read between the lines to know that the players are like, can we... And it's in chapter 1. It's still chapter 1. So I was like, so by the way, you go and talk to Silvira. There's a whole here's the monks. Here's how hard it is. Here are all the different, here's the puzzle box. Here are a whole bunch of dialogue for NPCs in Candlekeep to talk about the box and the...
What page are we on at this point, Cal?
47, and chapter 1 is 50. Chapter 1 is
Jeez.
51 pages. Be it known that I, Tavius Krieg, High Overseer of Elturel, have sworn to my master Zariel, Lord of Avernus, to keep the agreements contained in this oath. I forgot to read that, but maybe not like lore dropping a bunch of... Give them tidbits along the way, and then have just a magical thing come out and be all like, oh, wait a second. That's the blah blah, the oaths that we all had to take. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
So why was Krieg in the basement?
So he's in there trying to hide.
Why is he trying to
Because
hide?
he
Nobody
wants
knows
to-
what he did.
Him and they think he's dead. Yes, questions.
But who's they?
Everybody
Who's they think he's?
everybody. Everybody thinks he's dead. The players are supposed to think he's dead.
We don't even know who he is.
Yeah, we just like.
Soraya or someone else is supposed to be like, there's an old guy here. He's the counselor, the Grand Chancellor of Elturel.
But it's so stupid. Like
You don't need him in the module.
Well, I mean, it's pretty cool to have him in. I think he fulfills a good purpose narratively, in that he is the dude that sold them all to Elturel, right? Or sold Elturel to Avernus. But like, what the fuck? Like, there's so many. Like, he could have just moved in and become a duke and just been like, "Oh yes, I was the lone survivor. I was traveling in the city by the grace of one of the gods, whichever one, whichever one."
It's because he wants
Whichever
to
one is
help
not evil.
Talamra do the same to Baldur's Gate.
Okay, that makes some sense. But why is he hide? Like, I feel like
He doesn't need to.
this needed a second pass. This definitely
Also,
needed a.
lore drops are like a huge lore drop. Nothing. A huge lore drop. Nothing.
Also,
So
the game should
my
have
brain can't
begun.
handle that much at one time.
The game should have began with a bunch of people in Baldur's Gate or some NPCs trying to get people to sign one of those pacts from random citizens, like going around taking like pledges or something like that. It should have been in motion. It should have been an active threat rather than a
have
Well, then we're going
Krieg
Mhm.
have Krieg having people sign the pledge of defense, but a new contract for Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. And then the players
Right.
could have already signed it.
There we go. And the players have already signed it and be like,
And if they would not have signed it, maybe they had to sign it as part of their signing up for the Flaming Fist to get out. Well, you're gonna have to sign this pact to prove that you're good, And then it's like,
And
you
then
mean
you
you
get
just
fucked
sold
over
our
for being
souls to
good.
hell?
Mhm.
Oh, I hate you guys so much.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, writer. Sorry, but like, I'm just
Yeah.
annoyed by this. Like,
So you do the same thing with me when going through this. Some people's minds can, in the span of talking for a couple hours, improve upon a published module, presumably not by one person made in a weekend. No, and I love it and love the setting, and I appreciate all the people that put work into it, but
it's just
it's not it's not point A to B to C to D to E. It's not great.
It feels like
So
they're doing
do
algebra.
your
Like they're
best to
throwing
fix
like
it.
letters into a numerical, like 1, 2, X9. Like what?
You know how you love to be introduced to random NPCs? Do you know who Fallister Fisk is?
The best
Anyone?
named character in the module.
There's a dude named
He's the-
Fallister Fisk,
Phallus Fisk.
who's a spy for Silvira, the demonologist lady.
He's not an exotic
And
dancer.
He's in the underneath the Van Themper Villa in one of the jail cells. So you freed him. And he's there to lore dump and tell you about Candlekeep and tell you that he works for Silvira and tell you to follow him to Candlekeep.
Seems legit, bro. Thanks. We'd let you out of here.
Hey.
And
Thank you, NPC number 4 that tells us to go to Candlekeep.
Should we go to Candlekeep?
I don't think we should.
And also jump ahead, readers, and have have Lulu
Oh, fuck that thing.
in Baldur's Gate.
Ooh.
Nope.
No, not La. That's
No,
just my own flavor.
I mean,
No,
all
well,
the-
fans.
Well, that's great.
Have
OnlyFans.
Lulu have Lulu fighting for her life because she's gonna come up. She's a little bit important. In just about why her memories are missing, right? Have her fighting for her life. This cute little fighting, and then have an evil skull face that you rip. He's like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. He's just a skull for a face. Have him fighting this poor elephant.
Yeah.
Or if you're Allonté, you think
Okay,
it's an
all right,
abomination
hold on.
against God.
Hold on.
Hold
yes.
up a minute.
All right, hold on. I just need to go
All
through
right.
this.
I'm
Don't-
ceding the floor. I'm done talking
Okay.
about chapter 1.
Okay.
If any of you have any notes on how to fix it or or what you liked, then we can end on that. I spent some time going with your backstories or like a friendship mode, like when Julian and Nosh like went to go barter and like went to go to the seedy underbelly, and we're like, all right, show us what you got. I spent some time in
Seedy
the
Underbelly is a
church.
good bar name.
It is actually, yeah. Spent some time with Altair's, like revealing that it's like, sorry, I'm not your dad. Should have had him talk like that. And I spent some time kind of like with Ozarian and not Sakra. His buddy that was also recovering from the trauma of being kidnapped by the cult, right? Spend some time like making them care about Baldur's Gate instead of the 3 pages I skipped that are random encounters in Baldur's Gate. Did you know on the road to Candlekeep, another cult called Knights of the Shield attack you to try to get the Shield of Gorgoth? And I'm not kidding.
Wow.
I feel like there wouldn't be this many cults. It'd be at each
No more
other's throat.
cults.
Like, what?
At this point, they're just doing it
Too
for the
many
tax
votes.
exemption.
Which Ozarian,
We should start a cult. Just saying.
Oh, now you're talking.
Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
apparently, they have
keep all
rich
of our-
patrons, apparently.
Is that our new party
Right.
name, the Cult of Personality?
Cult of
The
personality.
cult of personality. So, by the way, real quick, bada. By the way, it is not Silvira that can open up a plane rift. You have to go on fetch quests, and you have to go and do something, and you have to find another wizard, and you go and leave, and that wizard's name is Traxigor, and Traxigor needs you to go off and find the Hollyphant
Holy shit.
first, and then when you do something and produce something and bring them back to Silvira and then go back to the tower, then Traxigor opens up a plane portal and can send you to Elturel. I cut Traxigor completely out because fuck up.
Thank you.
Yep. Fuck 'em.
If the players are like, oh my god, I love Candlekeep, I loved Baldur's Gate 1, and they want to read and they want to like talk to all the people and be like, wow, this place, it's smaller and everyone's kind of uppity, but it's been gentrified. How much is a house? Holy shit. Then you can spend some like time here or whatever, but like the chapter 1 has so much. Now, I, a powerful demonologist, might be able to open up this puzzle box. Now go and talk to this other wizard who's an otter. I guess that's cute. He lives as an
That's
otter
pretty good.
most of the time.
I think that's
And
pretty cute.
just
Wait,
because
so
it's
he's
easier than
not
being
actually
a
an
human.
otter. He's just a polymorpher. So he's a furry.
Yeah.
So he's just
Yeah.
a programmer.
I have so many programmer friends that
That are
actually
furries? Yeah.
legitimately applies
That's-
to.
Yeah.
Look, it's not a
Oh,
stereotype.
The
It's
one
it's
that's
true.
not is my partner.
Oh,
I know.
wow.
So there's final encounters in Baldur's Gate and Commander this and Commander that and like what, or you can have something interesting, man. Lulu can randomly regain a memory, or you
Okay,
can just be selective.
what is more interesting
not
than
trust
going
Lulu.
to hell?
Mhm.
I'm sorry,
Reading
but they're really
books
trying to
in
bury the
Candlekeep.
leave here. They're
It's
really
kind of
trying to
what we
bury
signed
the
up
lead.
for.
Scurrying around the room is an otter dressed in a tiny red cassock. Cassock?
That's kind
A
of
cas-
cute.
cassock.
Cassock. Yeah.
The otter mumbles to itself in commenting, mentioning something about tuning a fork. Suddenly, it takes notice of you and stands upright. Lulu, wake up! Our guests have arrived. So I was looking forward to that, but it
You got to kill your darlings or your otters, whatever works. But like,
and so I was like, or maybe you guys already, or maybe Lulu finds you on the beach.
you could have had
And
the otter
then-
find us on the beach. That would have been the right place for the otter.
Mm.
I will say,
Have
like,
the otter be Silvira. Combine those two spellcasters into one person.
so wait, she's
you
a
can have a
furry
cute
and a hot
otter.
tiefling.
I love-
Done.
Yes.
Yes.
Say no more.
Say no more. Say no more.
Too many cults.
Too many cults.
I will say an overarching thing that I
Sorry,
want
I've been
more than
everywhere. I've been
anything.
wanting to vent about this so fucking much.
That's fine.
I'm
That's
so
fine.
happy we're doing this episode.
Well, I the last little bit I want to say of things that I want to see in the future are just more skill challenges. I feel like it's that nice medium between a combat and an RP of like figuring out how
How
to
dare you
what?
not want combat every single session?
I want a million skill challenges are pretty good. Skill like they're neat, but they're not in the core book.
I've thrown
right? Like, you
way
gotta
more
go-
than the book gives you.
You gotta go hunt down what the skill challenge system is from like a third party. Like it's not in the core book.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've thrown
Oh really?
tons
Oh
of
man,
stuff.
because like just people here,
And
it's like just
do any
it.
of you have questions? Not to brag, but also to brag. Anything cool that happened in chapter 1 is kind of just an addition I put in. Alan being cool, Riffraff and Cindy. Doesn't matter who you have some cool disposable. Have some cool NPCs or some funny NPCs that can be the meat. That can be the meat shields, or sad when they get fireballed. Because it sucks going in there. Let them have like what I should have done. Let them have like 12 potions and like 20 potions.
We're gonna need them.
Let them guzzle potions after every single battle in this. Put potions on the enemies. Even at full health, after every single combat in the Dungeon of the Dead 3, they were still likely to die on the bosses. Let people throw potions at each other. That's what I do.
If we're going to talk wish list moments for the future, I want to see more one-on-one interactions with the PCs where there's just like two of them having a little aside and a moment to build their relationship, because I feel we've had a lot of NPCs coming and going and coming and going, and you feel like you're in a mall and you're there with a friend and you don't get a chance to talk to your friend and find out what they're like and be like, oh, what kind of stuff do you like? Like, you just have all these people coming at you and it's like, but I'm here with my friend. So
You want to spend some time at Orange Julius with Altair. Yeah.
some quality time with the the players and their characters.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like I've put that in chapter 1.
Yeah, you've tried to
At
crowbar
times
it
at
in
the
where
Elf Song.
possible, yeah. But there's just so
Yeah.
much that
Yeah.
you also have to cover. Like I can see that you're wrestling with it.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like I made it as good as. And here's the thing: you could pad it out and be like, "Hey, give them adventures before, so they're level 4 when they enter the." But then, or switch the dungeons around. Right? Like I think that's my conspiracy. It's legit. They mixed the level 4 and the level 1 dungeons up. As for anything else that I would change, I touched on it as I went. Also, I let you guys be all like, haha, we got Tiamat's second horde, because they have magical treasure powers, and when they're within 50 feet of it, they go, treasure senses, and they go and try to take it from you again or whatever, and I'm like,
I appreciated that skill challenge. That was kind of a skill challenge.
oh, when I let you all roll and then I narrated the scene depending on your successes.
Yeah, that's a good technique.
Yeah. And there's chapter 1. Don't have it. At least don't start it with the PCs being the cops beating up the refugees. If anything,
Not if you want to hang out with
does
them.
anyone think that's cool? Also, having weird leverage, if you don't do this, a bunch of stronger characters are gonna go and strong arm you into doing it. So chat with your players and be like, "Hey guys, the beginning sucks, and I need you to go and do this thing. How do we do that?" And that's what I did. I was like, "Hey, how do we do this?" Elder Scrolls it.
Yep. Have Patrick Stewart give us the exposition.
What's on everyone
I should have
else's
done
wish
that.
list?
I want to see. I'm curious, looking forward, Cal, how much of the next chapters do you think that you're going to have to heavily modify or cut compared to chapter 1? Or is that going to be a surprise?
Nope. I can tell you I've read chapter 2. So much less of chapter 2.
Nice.
Chapter 2 is pretty pretty straightforward. You're like,
Yay.
holy shit. We're on Elturel, y'all. Shit's crazy. There's lightning everywhere.
Why is there
Wait a second. I don't know, the hells of lightning, the lightning of hells, and the spooky zombies, and now you get your chance to fight some undead for some reason. But less. I've read through chapter 2. I knew that chapter 1 was a problem for challenge rating, which does or doesn't exist, is soon as I started, and utilize the internet. Don't feel like you just have to read the book and you're alone. Go on Reddit, watch videos like this. I watched a guy, he's Bob the DM, and he does 10 minutes on each little chunk. So 10 minutes at the intro, 10 minutes at the elf song, 10 minutes at the thing, 20 minutes on Dungeon of the Dead 3. The problems with it, just find resources to go know what you're getting into as a supplement to preparing the game, and plan it out like yourself, right? Like, is Mortlock being there, and it's be like, as a reward, I will tell you the plot, right? And you know what? Cut a bunch of NPCs, like Kelly said earlier. Do you care who Liara Porter is, or Fallister Fisk? Or can Zodge tell you the same info?
A little bit Fallister Fisk.
Just a little?
Just that name, man. Like a little bit.
Have him show up and be like, obviously spying on the group. There you go. Or Rhea. I should have had Rhea like staring at the group, like sipping beer, pretending not to wear plate mail. Like a cloak over top, but the cloak is like really thin, and like you hear clang, clang, clang. Or do you know what I mean? Do something funny to get the NPCs you do want in the module in there earlier, and have the same information instead of like, oh, you found the shield of Gorgoth. I, random noble NPC human number 3. That is mine, but for saving me, you can keep the shield, I guess.
Love that NPC. He's my favorite.
Random human noble number 3. That's my favorite dance move from the 90s. Human noble number 3.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Little bit of human in Baldur's Gate.
Little bit of ball, he's full of hate.
Human music. I like it.
Human music.
I don't think we're going to have a better ending than that.
Thank you all for for finishing chapter 1 with me. Thank you all. Thank all the players for indulging my little like RPG moments and scenes, and branching away from the module, even though the module is chunky. And thank you for following us, viewers.
Join us next time for Descent into Chapter 2.
Descent into Chapter 2, 8 pages of It's wild that Chapter 1 is 51
is Chapter 2 only 8 pages long?
What?
Hold my so 51
Hold your
pages,
ale.
right? Hold my ale.
Hold your
so
L?
It starts.
So you're caught
level
out?
6 is coming quickly.
Right?
Oh God. While Cal's looking up that page number, a big thank you to all of our patrons for making this happen. A big thank you to our divine producers, my mom, and I guess Cal's mom, and Shikon Vermillion, our divonic producer, Sorcerer Sanguine, our wizards of the Patreon, Tammy the Forever Clark, the Goblin Crush, Urquhart, and Big Nut, our monster makers, Solomon and the Rook, and our High Council, Taryn, Amberthist, Raven with Baubles, Chef Aladeth, Mike Baxter, Brian Kaler, Nerdy Metal Gent, Grumpy Owl, Nihilus, and Cookie Mon Steve. Back to you, Cal.
I lied. It's 20 pages.
Oh.
But it feels like
Ew.
8 compared to, like, when I read through it, I was like,
51.
oh, temple, go here, monsters. Like, it It
Just
knows
heard
what
there's
it
monsters
is
in the temple.
more.
Be prepared.
50% of the advice is have the players start at level 5 and have them in Elturel when it's taken. And start the game at chapter 2.
Oh. that would
Honestly,
be
I can give you a
interesting.
30-second, I can give you a 5-second summary. Have there be a plot to take out Ravengard, and you are forced to go stop it somehow. And then as you enter the front door of Elturel,
Whoop.
And you can be from Elturel, you can be a farm boy, or whatever, but you have a reason
Finally.
to go in there. You have a reason to go in there, and then you're swooshed away, and you're level 4, level 5, and you're like, holy shit, we're in hell.
well, I knew I'd get here.
But-
I just didn't
Literally.
think it would be this quick.
But I liked learning about all the PCs and the interactions they had with each other. Learning who could handle their booze and who couldn't. Altair learning that he's a full elf. And everyone else knew except him. So I still like the Baldur's Gate part. And the descent is done.
Yay! We're here now. Good night,
We're
everybody.
here.
Well, you got final words, Cal?
Final words. Captain's log. It's been 67 days and I'm still trapped in chapter 1.
Good night, everybody.